Good afternoon, folks. I'm Baroque, and welcome back to Avowed. Having finally gotten to Fiora Mez Inverno, I realise I've been saying Inferno this whole time rather than Inverno. I don't know why I added an F, but there we go. We met up with a few new folks. We're now going to help Giata in solving the Dream Scourge, or at least uncovering perhaps why this has all been going the way it's been going, and mushrooms are everywhere. So without further ado, let's get stuck in. Hope you're all doing well today. Well done on getting through the week. Get yourself a warm beverage. Come join me. A little different this evening. I'm trying to start a little bit earlier. And we'll do a standard 3 to 4 hours of Avowed. See how we get on. And I want to do a little bit of a Monster Hunter bonus stream, because I've missed a few days recently and I haven't got around to fighting Ray Dow yet and would like to do so on stream. Now, in terms of our exploring today, I want to head towards the main quest. And mainly focus on the woods. So I think we head here, go over this way, knock out this quest, knock out this one, clear the map as we go, knock out that one, maybe meander around a little bit. I don't want to go too far, but try and finish today by getting to this Adragan and the potentially friendly plant folk over there. We'll see how we get on. But that's the goal. I don't want to necessarily go all the way up to the wetlands and then all the way down to whatever's going to happen here, because it feels like a main quest should have led me there, so we'll see. Let's get going. Upgraded our gear a wee bit, so I think we should be alright for everything we come across in this zone. Should being the operative word there. Exit here. Do I get another sleep? Ah, we do.
The Adra stirs, a crackle of light in a withered field.
Are we going to make these dreams a habit?
We had not considered this.
Is everyone in the Living Lands prone to these visions? Because I've got a feeling they might be.
Our roots cannot grow through their loam. We only speak to you.
Yeah, everyone starts saying similar stuff.
We wilt, we gnaw with hunger now. What has come of this place?
Situation is dire. Someone needs to help them.
A hand of generosity, or a gauntlet of steel?
I mean, it can technically be both.
We feel them. They bend and hone the essence of the earth. They draw from our veins like a well. What are these rituals?
It's like they simply don't know. Called animancy.
A new tongue. An unfamiliar name. A harvest grows. The dead rise. What do they hope to achieve?
We want to learn the secrets of life and death, I think, overcompassing it.
Lift the shroud from the wheel. They build walls in their hearts. Why do they not share what they make?
Well, that's complicated. Many people don't trust him.
The hound cannot recognize itself. It growls at its own reflection.
Surprisingly wise answer.
Should we fear it too?
No knowledge is good or evil, and what matters is how we use it.
Fire that burns the forest feeds the soil with its ash. We have learned much. Dream of soaring wings in your repose.
I'll try. And I don't know how much bearing any of these small micro decisions will have anywhere. But who's to say, unless we had a peek behind the curtain at some developer code and some kind of branching pathway, and how the dialogue goes about doing that, we'll probably never know for sure.
It seems like the readings are stronger by that tree.
I'm never going to get to the main quest. There's going to be people all along the way.
Do you think we'll get anything useful from this? The crops are dying. You don't need to be an animancer to know that.
We come this far. We owe it to ourselves to finish it.
I don't understand. If we want it to grow, it dies. If we don't want it to, it thrives.
Boy. Hello. I didn't realize you were listening.
I was like, you just need to swap things. Did the workshop send you here?
I asked for this post, actually. My mentor took some convincing.
Now that we're here, we see why.
We're studying these new growths in the edible wildlife. Ideally, we would find essence. That would mean Adra's to play.
But all we've done so far is confirm what everyone can see. The vegetation is afflicted, so what?
You're the animancers here, you'd know better than me.
Perhaps I was too quick to judge. We could be looking in the wrong place.
That's true. We can always build an outpost somewhere else. We'll keep looking. Thank you, Amboy.
You're welcome. I mean, I suppose you could call a few bits and bobs strewn about an outpost. Hang on, what am I actually heading towards here? What's this one? Finding one of the missing rangers. Okay. Oh. Angry lizard noises. They always know. Wrong button. Ooh, he's healing him loads. But that execute damage. Good God. Delightful backflips, Mr. Lizard, but I am afraid no dice.
Another glorious battle.
Gone. Adelaro's gone. He's a dream. Oh, we're all dreams now. Sweet peonies, violets, and sardines.
Oh no, she is definitely mushroomed. Alana?
Hello. Are you a fish too?
Hmm?
Oh, the sardines shimmer. They swim in silver circles.
Something's not right with her. The dream scourge. Is this how it starts?
You think so?
She's probably the ranger Fidelio told us to look out for. Poor kid.
You lost? Where are your squad mates?
We are a dandelion seed. Adelaro sings somewhere, but the tree stifles his voice. Adelaro's face burst into a violet when the dreams came. Red violets. He joined the others.
She's talking about another dream thrall. We better find him before he finds us.
She watched that happen to him. God.
A lamb taken from the flock. How do we soothe her?
Your friends speak true. They know us. Help us.
I don't know how to help her. Good God. I'll find Eldario. You have to promise not to go anywhere.
When you find them, they will scream.
Oh no.
They will sing with you. Soon the rest of Fior will be swallowed by dreams too. But tell us of Adelaro first. Where is he?
If he has the dream scourge, there's nothing we can do for him.
There's no way to be gentle about this, is there?
No.
Sink into the earth and grow. Will we see him again?
This was the couple as well, wasn't
Will
it?
he remember how we danced under the moon? Find him. Give the lieutenant our badges. He swims in the bone and boar. He calls himself Fidelio. He will understand our song. But Adelaro stumbles at the mouth of the river above us. Please, help us sleep soundly.
Are you asking me to... Oh boy. Harry. Delaro reported signs of a Delamagan attack in a camp to the north. Fidelio sent us to investigate straight away. I thought he'd made it up as soon as he led me off the trail. When he threw me down on the soft grass and kissed me, I knew for sure. I tried to say we'd be in trouble if Fidelio found out, but he was so warm, his hands were so busy by then I didn't care. Who am I? I never could have imagined sneaking off like that until I met Eldario. It makes me bolder, more willing to live for today. He tells me I'm just as good as any of the others in the squad. Maybe he's right when he says things will be alright. I believe him. Is it morning? The breeze sings no song of Eldario. Where is he? The Sea of Greed in hiding him. It wants to keep him for itself, jealous waters. It will search for him in the Sargasso Glades. We know he will turn up sometime. We know. Do we know? Do we know? Don't you like the stuff that messes with people so? Seems as though he's... Yeah, he's higher up. Into the wetlands. But I'm cutting that off for now. We'll have to find him another day, I'm afraid. This path will be my dividing line, I think. So I'm just going to run it real quick. And that way, I know I'm only exploring one side of it, potentially. Ah, fast travel point, that helps. That hits me right in the middle, so let's now cut around and start filling in. Let me in. So I imagine it's only going to get worse as things go on. More mushroomed folks. And sad stories. Again, I wish my healing magic somehow had a way to save them, but it's not looking like that's going to be likely at all.
Wildlife came through here on their way deeper into the forest.
Zambi.
Probably attacked this thing as they passed by.
Someone out
Oh.
there? Hello?
Hello, Ranger.
Please, I need... You're the Adiran envoy. I'm fine. I just need a moment. I've spotted a number of your people out in the forest. Still Garot, I assume? Please, just continue on your way.
Have you been stabbed? I want to help.
I don't need your help, envoy. Neither does Fjord.
Yeah, I might give you a potion.
Fine. Sorry. Thank you. This should at least get me back to Fjord. Thank you, envoy. It's possible I met the one good adherent today. Thank you again for your help.
Now you get yourself home. Yep. Oh! Maybe they haven't just been appearing out of nowhere. Maybe they've literally been mushrooms in the ground looking like all of the others. Sneaky beggars. I'm stuck.
Left leg.
Oh, just out of range. Come on, Marius. Go up, Kai. I'll be right with you. I'm just checking along here. Okay. Wild wolves. They named the stream then. On some occasion, I do have to go back. Well, I buggered stealth there. I didn't know how to stop charging. Ow. Nice of him to drop a pouch of his stuff.
Yeah.
Here's
Same
another.
zombie, different zombie.
I'd wager we're on the path.
You're reading this. I am a lost revenant and my owner misses me. Please return me to Joseph Abasio, dead or alive. Preferably dead.
To something.
Oh, where's that treasure map pointing that I had? Just to bear it in mind. I think that might be the Ranger Tower. You can get that later on then, another day. Unless we find a similarly destroyed tower. I'm pretty sure that's the Ranger one. Bears. Of course it's bears. It's always bloody bears. Nope, no, you haven't noticed bear. You haven't. Shit. Hey. Nice. Can't really seem to parry that multi hit.
Seek.
Suddenly the slow-mo charge. Why? Hoping none of these plant people are some of the ones we can be friends with. That wouldn't do at all. A little bit by the ledge. Yeah. Oh, not that close. Tiny plant and up and round. Gently does it. Gently does it. Be a cave or anything around here. Got to be careful. Certainly plants. I may have wandered a little far. It's fine. Okay, I definitely investigated near here last time. Didn't it go up the side? Oh, that's how we found the other camp. Okay, okay, okay. I'm anticipating mushroom ambush at any moment, all of the time. Gotcha. Come on, what you got at the top? Big tree? Anything up here? Just a quick way around.
Yeah.
Slowly towards the lake that's calling zombies to it. This can only go well. Hello, hello, hello. Lovely. You're always hoping you'll break one of those and it will suddenly be a whole ass dungeon. Hello? Are we just chilling? Zombie friends? Nobody needs to be eaten. Yeah? Oh, you're a bit jittery. Feeling okay? A little bell around the neck.
The revenants were hiding in that lake. Could be wrong.
Oh boy, if we jump in though, it's just full of zombies. Let's get that level on real quick. 40% more damage. What were the other ones I was going for? We got the quick swap. Don't necessarily need the gun reload. At some point I'd like to get some of these lightning spells, but we're just not there yet. Unlocks blood magic. Ooh. Fascinating. Okay. Do the damage upgrade. Straight up 40%. 's pretty tasty. Oh, right, my ability point. Oh no, it didn't give me one of these. Fair enough. Hello? Zombies? Oh no. Oh no. Let's not drown. A pitted rock purported to be a piece of Ionia Iora's shattered third moon. Strangely warm for something that has been underwater for years. Another big chunk of meteorite. Were they following the meteorite? Whoa, that panic. I didn't like that. Oh, they're all super upset. I took the meteorite. Oh, no. Oh, no. Listen. Listen, it's fine. You can't swim? Oh, no. I've made a mistake. They're all like, how dare you? How could you? Oh, they just suddenly came. Have time to cast. Priest. Bloody healing skeletons. So natural. Ooh, nice dodge. You alright, Marius? You good over there? Just mess up my blocking time.
Hurry on, boy. Those revenants are definitely coming this way. Everyone okay?
So now I'm just going to be chased by zombies through the woods. Gift bearer's instructions. Dive deep and swim well, godlike. If you recover Andra's gift, find me at the dock south of Fjord. I have more to share with you. Ah! Somebody planned this for me? I only just got here. How did they? More questions. I do love a good bit of intrigue, though. I imagine it'd be one of the Steel Garou. They just killed the zombies, surely. Yeah. They can't have hoped it would kill me because they left a bloody note for me. Little tree house. Spidered tree house. Of course it is. Couldn't just be a normal, friendly, fun-loving tree house. Had to be a spider's nest of a tree house. Don't see spiders necessarily. More zombies. You saw nothing. Easy does it. Well done, you two. Slugged down next to each other. Yeah, they're just on patrol. Sneak. Sneak. Oh, they're going to run into the mushroom. Mushroom doesn't seem to care about the undead. For whatever reason. Ooh. Epic purple little mushrooms. Radiant. They don't look necessary. I suppose you can call other colours radiant. It just doesn't have to be blinding white. Spank them with the sword and they go flying. Need to get up and around. Oh, no. Problems with necromancy. Skeleton everywhere. Just waiting. Very gently under the ground. Maybe I can... No. There must be a way up. Try and Jimmy jangle onto some of these. Oh, yep. Ah! Oh, well and truly mushrooms. You hate to see it. Just some lockpicks for all the way up here? Surely not. Up there we go. Fancy chest. Ooh. Unique plate armor. Pauper's plate. The less than I've got right now, mainly because I haven't upgraded it. Plus 3 constitution and 20% shock resistance. How's it look? Oh. I did not expect it to look so rusty. Hence the name Pauper, I suppose. The other one's got health regen and some move speed, though. This is just tankier. Like, straight up tankier, though. I can always keep the other one and use it for transmog. But we'd have to, again, we'd need upgrade material. Anyway. This plate armor is battered, worn, and otherwise utterly unremarkable. No sigil or gilding adorns the plain metal, nor any markers mark or hint as to its origins. Despite the numerous repairs that the breastplate appears to have undergone over the years, the armor is no less effective for it. Its humble appearance belies a well-crafted suit of armor that has been the difference between life and death for many wearers over the long centuries. The collective determination of all of that, of worn the armor, helps its current owner stand strong in the face of danger and adversity. Again, very, very tanky piece. In a game where we travel so much, though, I kind of appreciate the move speed. How heavy is it? It's 22. It's pretty heavy. Send it for camp to now, and just try and remember it exists if we ever get to a boss fight that's proving a little hellish. I like the options I'm finding for plate, though. It's very nice. Ah! Need plate that says no fall damage, no more fall damage, never again. Okay. Cut over to this marker, wiggle about into there. Then cut to cabin. More spiders and stuff that way. It's alright, we can get them another time. Let's be a little crossroads for it. Yeah. And a bounty. More Delmigan.
You take lead.
Love how they're active. One of them's just arms wide to the sun, and that one's actively looking for us. Turn around. Please, autumn tree person, just turn around. Thank you very much. Oh, didn't have to take that. Nice combo. Ooh, do you see the stretchy arm she did for the moment there? That's pretty cool. Well, there's a lot of you tree folks.
He's also...
You get. Food, 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 where's my porridge? Delicious. Ow, ow, ow! What the was that? Lightning on the floor being really nasty. I'm trying desperately not to. Ooh, a little tougher. Grab the heads.
Everybody all right?
Oh dear. Absolutely rooted. Have to make sure none of the bodies end up getting knocked into the ground, as happened last time. But it did spawn it around and about again. Ah, that's all of them. Fantastic. Another fancy treehouse tower that way. I get the feeling I should come back to that, but it is a fancy treehouse tower. And I'd like to know. Let's check this little house first. Nothing. Empty house.
Yeah.
More godless ruins. Can he do any climb, but can he see all up there neither? Right, let's check out this funky tower. Maybe there'll be a fast travel point near it, which would be useful.
High ground. The ruins' natural defenses. Good place to post up.
Oh, it's just an outpost. Hello.
I swear these grain shipments keep getting smaller and smaller.
How are we doing?
There's simply not enough. I hope the hunters come back soon.
I was half expecting it to be full of enemies, but I guess it makes sense. They do live here.
Small. Vertical advantage. Like a crow's nest. These rangers know their stuff.
Could be more railings, though. Always such flimsy boxes in the living lands. What do you got for me, chest? Doof.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a little thing to ferry stuff up and down. I wonder if I jump up and down on it if they take me. A fine axe. Take all their supplies and equipment and food and grenades. They don't mind, surely. Got on here. Needed firewood. Rangers, be on the lookout for firewood when you're on patrol. Anything will do, just make sure it's dry. I know that's not an easy, pardon me, thing to find, but please do what you can. Our resources are running uncomfortably low. I don't want to be left unable to communicate with our leaders in case of an emergency. A gentle reminder. Rangers of the Western Outpost, please read this very carefully. If your name is not Ranger Vincenzo, then do not eat the rations marked Ranger Vincenzo. We may be posted out here in the woods, but that's no excuse for acting like animals. Kindly, Ranger Vincenzo, to whom the rations actually belong. Case of who ate my sandwich. Very upsetting. Take me down. It didn't. It swings though. Why does it have physics? Get arrested at the end of the game. The adventurer ate all of the resources of the starving population, pocketed them all, ran around like a hoodlum. Generally very terrible behavior. Those Delmagan were really close, all things considered. If I clear just to like down to this bit. Back for these spiders and spawlies. Ooh, purple spider. It's like they want them to reference the power level they're at in some way. Like they're epic purple ones, and so therefore they are purple. Interesting way to do it, to colour code them like that.
Let's see what you got.
Ah, God damn it, always gets me. Another breakable cave, you say? How do they hide the chests in these? Just literally, in the world itself, how do you hide a chest behind a wall? I mean, given it was a breakable wall, Maybe that means someone just put a chest there for later and put the rocks on it. How did the chest get there? It's always my questions in RPGs. Someone carry it? Bury it for later? Why so many out in the world? One day there may be a game that answers these questions. Oh, poor bugger got done in by a bear and didn't throw his grenade. Shame. Okay, if I cut directly south of the outpost, then clean up in that direction. Oh, a little picnic basket. And a love letter. Page is tear-stained. It's been 3 years since you've been gone, fellow. 7 since you knelt here and asked me to be your husband. 15 since you whisked me away to the ruins by the cliffside for our first kiss. I avoided coming back here for such a long time. Too many memories. But you're right. The view is irresistible. It's nice writing to you like this. Maybe I'll come back. Maybe. I miss you, Velo. And I love you. Gods, I love you so much. Yours mournfully, a song. They're right. The lovely view. Yep, there was a fast travel thing there. Did it actually activate? It did. Good, good, good. Hello, point of interest. Spider webs, but near spiders. Oh my, this goes a bit, doesn't it? Just a way to cut up and round. Deeper than I thought. Some lizards and stuff over there. Happy with his beetles. We'll let them live for now. You play with your beetles. Get to that section another day. It was so happy. Let the lizard live another day. Okay, just clear a little bit around this side. Hey up. The root-bound godless ruin. We're just twizzling. All the way down, we'd be twizzling. Nothing under the shiny mushroom. Not suddenly lizard and bear.
Quiet.
Big bear, big bear. The red lizard. Oh, more behind me. Goodbye, bear. Stop invoking, please. We're all good. Shit. It's that invoker. I assume if we kill him, all this stuff respawns. Aha! It does. Beautiful. Give us your egg. That was just a way up. Oh, okay, we killed stuff on that side of the port last time. This was the camp underneath the treasure we found. I think. And that's the waterfall where the steel garrote are. Could go in there and kill them all, but they are angry with me. I can't get too close to them because I snuck in and stole some stuff. Or rather, snuck in and stole like a piece of armor. They shouldn't know that, but I guess they assume. Therefore, I am a dead man. Well, the outpost glows nicely from down here. Oh, hello. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? I'm sick. Ooh. That lightning magic is jammy as shit. I meant to go to porridge, but that'll do.
Didn't stand a chance.
Oh, those mushrooms start glowing red. What is that? They're at the top of the outpost, and how did I miss it? It's a glowing pillar. That screams something I should interact with. How did I miss it? Oh, we're here now. Let's go back up and have a gander. What a thrill. Up. One ladder at a time. Maybe I just didn't see another ladder to go around. I was too busy stealing their supplies, to be fair. And look, there's more up that way. Aha! Absolutely blind, Barrow.
I knew I left my rations in the tent before patrol, and now they're gone. As soon as I find out who took them, they'll be sorry.
It was probably me.
I was looking forward to those rations.
Oh no, he's the fella who wrote the note. Very silly. Let's have a swig of his beverage. Make sure you all do the same out there. Give me a lockbox. Go. It got circled on the map there. Is that even this region? Maybe it's that way round? Hard to tell. They're pretty from up
Any
here.
port in a storm or shrine. Wonder if Helia answered them.
Oh, the bird goddess. We like her. Fancy little mural down there as well. Ah, an ancient memory.
Give me a moment. I'll join you in gawking at the view when my legs stop swearing at me.
Pardon? What is this? What game are we playing? With counters that kind of look like teeth? 5 points on the side with 3 points in the middle and then a 5 point in the center. Is this somehow keeping score? What is this game? Fascinating. Alright, let's see. Last time we did one of these, it was a lot of reveals. Oh!
We have been here before. The distant winds breathe soft across your skin too.
I've seen the bones of many lands, but nothing quite like these.
Cold fog pools in a valley, dripping down from the hips of the mountains. The haze obscures a murder.
Who's the victim? What killed them?
They strike against each other. Sparks skitter along blades and light two faces in the dark. Now, our memory is a wound, reopened. It didn't have to die.
Show me what you can remember.
Twin stars fall through night and collide beside the sea. Nekad and Enhekala. The arc of one bright light obliterates the other.
I think we know those names. Nekad was a prevalent figure in Akkadian or godless mythology, clashed with Ekhala over the construction of Naku Tadek. Ah, this is why we left that place. Enhekala was an ancient hero of the Living Lands, credited with the construction of Naku Tadek. All that's left of their work is a ruin in the Emerald Stair. I assume that's the ruin being depicted here as it was first built.
You are Enhekala, a Tabaru Sinakis.
Oh.
You speak for the garden.
I am said
for
hero.
us, the gardener.
You're the gardener, not the garden. That's so many more. Ancient guardians of the living lands, born as godlikes and imbued with a special purpose from their creator. So that is also what I am. Tabaru Sanakis. And the garden is a mythical location full of ancient power and mystery. It's rumoured to be in the heart of the living lands.
You have not seen Nekad for 10 years on the day you come to blows. Which memory of him is true?
Ooh. Let's put a little spice in there. A whispered curse. Knocks a drink off the table and scowls. We've always argued, but never like this.
You fought often and bitterly. But who was Nekad to us, Enhekala? Help us to remember.
What story am I building here? Ooh. Who is it who clashed with me? Maybe if we want to make it a parallel with what's happening with Ludwig, we go lover.
Nekad, your lantern in the dark. For the brief time you knew each other, the bright in him showed you the way forward. Your paths diverged after disaster. He held your people's histories closer to his heart than he held you. And Hekala, did you miss him?
A limb, a sense, a cherished memory torn away. Feel his absence still.
He taught you of desire, the ache of yearning.
I hope all this goes somewhere, because I like what we're building.
He taught us, too. What did Nekad learn from us?
Ooh. Fear. Traditions were from the old world, were frightening and new.
He was right to be afraid. There was a disaster. In a temper, we did something terrible. Many of our people died. It was why you built it. Naku Tedek. But in Hekala, what did we do?
Oh, lightning for me. Your first taste of misery terrified you. It rained lightning on the land.
The fire took a village with it. We recall a shard of memory. A blinding crash threw us from bed. We stumbled to the street. A line
You're
of
an
fire
individual?
marched across the way out. No escape. We looked with horror upon what we had done. How could you bear to speak to us?
For the first time, you felt regret. was proud of how you'd grown.
Your pride only shamed us more.
Oof.
What havoc had we wrought before that this disaster would bring you joy?
That's a hell of a comeback for that.
After the crisis passed, the people wailed in agony. Did the dead forever wander the nothing of the in-between? You proposed an easy road for their souls to travel on. Naku Tedek, where you returned the dying to the Adra, and their bodies to the soil.
So it's a giant graveyard? And that's what kind of the Animancers are doing? I was suspicious of the temple's purpose, but it's what the others wanted.
Sublimination of the individual to benefit the whole. We should like that to be our way.
I don't mean it was right.
Yet Nikad, your lover, opposed Naku Tedek's construction with his every breath and word. How could he despise your mission? We do not remember why.
Tradition. Naku Tedek, I sought to change the old ways and give our people hope.
Preserving the old ways was the hinge Nikad's life turned upon. Without his purpose, he would have been lost for how to live. Your lover, Nikad, was a story keeper, and our people's stories say that your souls are wild things. Your souls leave your bodies and run free across the land to enter death and return to life in their own time. So it has been, and so Nikad believed it should always be. Why did you betray him?
I like this where the action is spoken for, but you put reason to it. Ooh. I kind of like the bit of arrogance with the bottom one. I didn't betray him. His hostility to Naku Tedek was a betrayal of me.
Trust, faith, willingness to concede that others might know best. This is what preoccupied you. We remember now. When he finally saw Naku Tedek and understood what you had built, what did Nikad do?
Don't make me pick his fate as well. Tried to turn the people against me and led them to attack me in my sleep.
They dragged you from
Very
your
tragic
bed
story. Oh
into
boy.
the road. In front of them, he begged to know why you stole true reincarnation from the people. His tears shone. He did not wait for you to answer. He pulled a knife from his belt.
Oh boy.
The torchlight flickered on the steel. He held it to your throat. What did you do, Enhekala, when your lover threatened your life?
Tried to fight. I was overcome. Killed me.
We remember. Steel on steel. A spurt of blood. A sound of pain. He shuddered. He could not catch his breath. Could he have been wrong? One more thing, Enhekala.
Good God!
What did you feel as you died?
Regret. Should have tried to see his side.
He planted a tree near Naku Tedek to remember you by.
Maybe we can find it, I guess, after this.
As it grew,
I can't imagine the
we
game
learned
world would
that
change
we
like that,
should
but
not pass judgment, but observe.
like notes have changed out in the world as we've talked with folks or appeared.
We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Godlike ability. Remembrance of Enhekala. Increasing my maximum mana by 10%. I wonder if those choices were just to direct me to one of these, or if it's always, regardless of those choices, you get 10% maximum essence. Where's bonus lightning damage? Nothing to say, friends? Ah, it's alright. I probably looked pretty crazy there for a moment. Pretty overwhelmed. How do we get down? Aha, it's the ladder. We're good. Need to eat sausage. Glad we noticed and came back up here. It was like half a level as well for finding that bloody thing. Very impressive. Right, we want to head towards that cabin for Kai. We keep zigzagging as we go. Oh, where are you? Hello?
Get
Bandits! You son of a bitch! You'll regret this. Disgraceful. Disgraceful bandit behavior. Who's made a mistake? Finish him.
That it?
Oh, they had purples on them though. A sweet melon. A fresh melon. Taking a bite instantly cools the body on a hot day. Many farmers hide slices in their pockets for a quick snack while working. I think I have read that one, but only once. It's a tasty melon, what can I say? And melon does help on a hot day, to be fair. Hey, was there a bandit who just missed his friends?
Right behind you.
No, it's a random wandering skeletal wizard. Sleep now, wizard.
Glad you're on my side.
Skeleton's just going to be constantly roaming about. What's it seen uncommon in these lands? Push, please. Might well be some more zombies from left around the lake. Who's that? It is more zombies left from around the lake. I figured. I'll clean them up. Revenants. Sorry, game. Not zombies. Revenants. Ooh, very nice thrust.
We make a good squad.
We do, Kai. We do. How the little lantern on the table was going to direct us to that note whenever or however we approach the lake. Little game design bits, I love it. Small considerations. Oh, there's a blockable went through that. Healer, you do so much work. Good evening, AJ. Hope you're doing alright, bub. We are dealing with more zombies and skeletons in the forest. Heading towards tree people. Ow. Hope your week's been alright. Skeleton carrying money. Fancy chest. What have you got for me, game? Wolf armor. Light. 4% damage reduction while sprinting, plus 2 perception. How's it look? Yeah, it seems leathery and whatnot. I don't see any wolf hell. There's a dragon. Not really wolves on there. Not sure what a gunpla is, AJ, but I hope you enjoy whatever it is. Or you could educate me, that's also fine. Adorned with numerous wolf teeth and claws. Its tanned leather was once the hide of an elder wolf of monstrous proportions. Despite being made years ago, and no matter how much one tries to clean it, a faint odour of lupine musk still clings to this armour. Both the reflexes and the senses of the wearer are honed by what remains of this once great wolf's soul, still clinging to its own remains. Rumour has it that wearing this armour also causes one to feel a fierce sense of loyalty and kinship with one's companions, but there is nothing supporting this claim. I thought it was talking about the whole alpha thing and being like, not really. I don't see the claws and teeth. I wonder if they just picked the wrong model and that's a bug, but it matches the picture. So it's like armor, it's not one. I just can't see claw, tooth, or fang anywhere. It's a little curious. To the camp with you. Again, just a tiny little bit of area we came to make sure we'd gone into. Happened to have unique armor in it. That's why we check. Nasty frosty bolt skeleton. Get him while he's down. Body this fool. Some chilly from that attack. Ah, big old Gundam for AJ. Well, I wish you luck on your first endeavour. With one, take your time, be patient. I'm sure you've got this. And I can imagine the end result will look delightful. Okay. By the... There's the fast travel post, so we stay on this side of the road. Push to this point. There's the cabin. Circle on this little hill. Hello, hello, hello.
Maybe they somehow wrap themselves up in an existing tree.
Not with the way this trunk has grown.
I'm stumped. I've never seen anything like this.
Neither have I. Never seen a tree grow so quickly as to trap someone inside.
I'm feeling we're going to see a lot more of this sort of thing.
With respect, you don't know the half of it.
You seem capable enough, stranger. But the forests are not safe. As if this weren't enough proof of that.
Does Vidaro know about this?
No, probably not. But I doubt Vidaro cares about anything that doesn't directly affect Fjord proper.
There are trees growing into Fjord, to be fair.
Stay out of the forests if you can help it.
Stumped by the tree. Oh dear, AJ. Well played. Stumped is one way to put it. Poor fellow. Maybe wiggle out of there. You could get in and through the bottom. Unless he's had some time to decompose, in which case, less so. Right, let's hit this wall behind the house just to make sure we're leaving a clear area of explored space on that fog of war. Just thinking ahead. Go into the cabin for Kai. There's Tama's cabin, so I think Kai said it was an old friend.
That's Tama's old house.
Is this the person who gave you a second chance? Hopefully not their decomposing corpse inside. The root of the case. God damn it, AJ!
Place feels different without him. He left something behind for me. Help me look around.
Was he a friend of yours or a boyfriend, Kyle? Like, where are we going with it? If he's going to do a painting of you like that, well, it depends if your friend was just an artist generally.
Tama painted that? I had no idea.
Oh yeah, he's getting pretty emotional. And wants to speak back at camp. Chunk of gold. And bits and bobs. I mean, I imagine he actually wanted you to have something, though. Unless it was just the painting. No, there's a shiny in here. I can hear it. Oh. A whale carving. Very similar to the one you're wearing round your neck, Kai.
So much here reminds me of Tama. It's strange to be back without him. I still can't imagine what he wanted me to find. Say, what's that you're holding?
Do you recognize it?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
You okay?
Damn you, Tama. Damn you.
Listen.
I carved this for him years ago. I had no idea he'd kept it, let alone...
Treasured it. No, he loved you.
And he tells me like this? When he's long gone?
AJ, you know, it's a fair point. It's a fair point. Assuming it's carved out of wood. It probably is.
Leaving me with nothing but a piece of driftwood I gave
Confirmed.
years ago.
You know he loved you. It's got to be a good thing.
Would be if he just told me. I never gave him any reason to be coy.
Could also be by, given what he said in the brothel, to be fair.
And we knew each other for years. We were close. I trusted him with things in my past. Things I don't talk about.
Maybe they didn't get to that point of actually confessing to each other. Sure he didn't try and tell you in other ways?
What do you mean?
Sounds like he cared enough to listen.
Sure, but that's just the kind of man he was. He made time for me. Knew when I needed a blunt word and when I needed space. He always knew how to set me at ease when old ghosts crept up.
I don't know, these are all sounding like green flags to me.
He, oh.
There it is. Right, you're describing someone who cared deeply for you.
I always just thought he was good. Better than I deserved.
Oh.
I'm a coward, Envoy.
Oh, don't self-loathe now.
He was always there when I needed him. But when he needed me, I'm sorry. I'm gonna need some time with this.
Oh, I just wish you were kinder to yourself.
You wouldn't say that if you knew. Never mind.
That's what most say with that answer.
I haven't talked about this in a while, so thanks for listening. It means a lot. Especially since you seem to have your head on straight.
And Marius hasn't popped up with a smirky comment. We're doing well.
Let's keep moving. A little fresh air will clear my head.
Straight away, Marius just staring, holding his tongue, trying desperately not to say something snide. Now, that clears out that bit. Question is, do we now head straight for the main quest? Or do we finagle down to these southern woods? I think we head relatively straight for the main quest. Like, cut along here, and head there. I don't know how this region's going to play out. I definitely want to clear it all before moving on. Not going to leave stuff behind. But I get the feeling the main quest is going to bounce us around here a little bit. So I want to try and push it. Oh. Fast travel point. Rock Arch. Maybe we just ignore the... Why are there so many effing bears just standing on guard duty? Yeah, you've no idea where I am, bear. Aye, absolutely, AJ. Always takes a lot to learn to be kind to oneself. For some folks. Not with mushrooms and bears. We're heading towards the place where there's meant to be friendly tree people, but so far, they've all just attacked me on sight. So I'm not holding high hopes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Right. That's it for me.
What do you mean that's it for you? Get up.
He's also...
God damn it, AJ. So quick with those puns. Unbearable. Ma! Damn fair. Tiny mushroom, get flung. Gross. Okay, team. More food. Num 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 num. Bloody poison. And you know what? Let's stop opening the map constantly. Let's aim vaguely for the quest marker and just explore as we go. I'm not trying to do a full clear yet.
Leave something alone long enough to live it.
I need a healing potion because this is going to kill me.
Plans will take it back.
I haven't had one of my chocolate cookies yet. Let's have a chocolate cookie. Why not? I have to point this out for folks watching in the future. From AJ in the chat, things were looking grisly just now. And my internal voice just went... Oh no, I don't want to fight. We're meant to be friends. We're shit. God damn it, tree people. I've got bark for a face. Hi, how did you get down there? Oh, they just leapt down. All right. Goddamn lightning magic.
He's also...
You're so squishy, Kai.
One for you!
Oh boy, suddenly. There's lizards here too. Why is all of nature working together? I always like it in games when you go out and see different groups of enemies fighting each other. And you can sometimes get involved or let them go to it or what have you. I think we've seen one occasion where the lizards were fighting spiders. Maybe in the first area. Right, get stuck. Not lightning damage. At least Kai's taking it this time. AJ. Don't you talk to me about bark. Look at my face. I am all bark. All bark and beard. No, priest. No, don't you be healing people. You stop right there, priest. Oh, okay, team. Okay.
Take a moment, people.
Oh, they heal up pretty quick. No. Dropped. No. Cave. All right. Do some spelunking. Son of a... I am never going to notice tripwires. They are always going to get me. Hello, hello, hello. Beef's journal. In Fonteverno. I found it at last. The reliquary of Saint Wadwin has made its way to Naku Tedek, a ruin in the living lands. Chartering a ship will cost me everything, but it's a small price to kill a god. 8 pre-premier. The voyage was hard. Fever gripped the crew, and I spent days vomiting into my bed of mouldy straw. I dreamed of my family. Our life in the Deadfire, cut short by Aeophus the betrayer. I must remind myself they are dead. That vengeance sustains me. Question mark, question mark. One loses track of time on the frontier. Emerald Stair is a settlement, but I will not chance anyone recognizing me. Tedek is close. Aeophus will pay. He took my son, and I will burn the last remnant of his. Triple question mark. The reliquary is mine. An Aeophesian, Alphonse, tried to stand in my way. I could have killed him, but something stayed my hand. Maybe there was a little mercy left in me. Having the reliquary is not as fulfilling as I imagined. I want to toss it into the flames, let another final piece of Wadwin crisp into ash. I've done it countless times before. Nothing can stop me, so why do I hesitate? I need rest. Maybe one more dream of my family will help me understand. Zorip arrow. This crude arrow appears to be coated in poison. Some Zark tribes use similar toxins to slow down larger, more intimidating predators. Odd to be used on just a person, then. But the reliquary of Saint Wadwin. I mean, technically in this one we're more trying to discover our god. Maybe we kill it in the end. I'm not sure. Pillars of Eternity 2, the game in this franchise before this one, you were kind of working with gods to maybe kill a god. Depends where you went with it. Lots of gods involved. This reliquary holds a small lock of hair cut from the head of Saint Wadwin, taken before the Godhammer bomb scattered the rest of him to oblivion. I guess I have a lock of his hair. I haven't really met any Aeophesian priests apart from the godlike fellow with the golem we killed in the first map. I wonder if we came here... Oh no, because that was part of the main quest. I don't think we could have done that without... Interesting.
The trail goes through the ravine and into the glade. Careful where you step.
Can I avoid fighting these and be friends? Hey, up, there's a fight going on.
Unseen, unheard.
No, there isn't. They're just chilling. He was just waving his staff about. Again, if they're friendly up there, I don't want to kill them all. Shit. Some things never change. My stealth skills never will. Okay. Frost did very little to you. Stop! Stop! Let me sword. Thank you. So much spinning, tree lady.
Good fight.
Get the lizard. Be mindful of drop. Careful of bear. Stab him, stab him, stab him, stab him.
Coming from your right.
Fire seems to do pretty well on a mine. Right, no. They also have fire. The lizard has fire. Kill him first. Oh no, she summons ads. Kill her first. Put the stick down, lizard. Jesus, just cleaved his nose off. Come on, team, it's one left. don't seem to have any way to buff my companions' damage or gear them in any way. Casually defile this grave. Fancy upgrade. Ooh, an exceptional great sword. Bet that sells for a lot. A slight curve to the blade increases the chance of landing devastating strikes. Weapons like these are useful against large groups, attacking at once. The design is inspired by the sword fighters of the Ixmital Plains, and scaled up for use by knights on foot rather than warriors on horseback. It shares like the hilt and some of the model of the first one we found, but the blade is curved at the end. Why I'd use it over a unique version, I don't know though. Sells for a decent chunk. Very nice. I don't know, AJ, for tree people, that seems like pretty low hanging fruit. But I suppose, yes, one could say so. Sunrises. Maybe once we cross...
tearing the bridge apart or holding it together?
Kind of look more like they're holding it together there, Kai. Especially when they're all going in one direction. Maybe this is the threshold. Maybe across this bridge they can be friends. Thank you. I don't give them that very often. Don't have the plums for it. Badum. Oh, should do a save just in case. This is... I can't imagine there'll be a stealth section of, oh, sneak through here, don't kill anyone, and then be friends. If there is, I'd be very, very upset, but we'll see. Okay, straight up to there. Or this way? Yeah. Sneaky bit of bridge. Ooh, huh? Don't fall. Everything's fine. Delmagan Glade.
Right behind you.
Queen Shield. Okay. I think we can get through here without killing them. Somehow. Oh, sweet Jesus. There's so many, though. You're taking the piss, surely. That's what they said in the quest. They were like, oh, just be careful. You can get there for diplomacy. Just don't kill any of her guards. That, being named specifically Queen Shield, is very specific. No. Run. Run. Don't kill any, Kai. Don't fight. We'll get loot later. Run. Run. I come in peace.
Enough of my kin have fallen this day. This ends now.
Here we go.
Shit. How far would I have to reload to stop that? What happened to diplomacy? Maybe. Alright, hear me out. Hear me out. Maybe it's because we entered that room whilst in combat. Alright, maybe if we weren't in combat, she would be chill. This might be a long section of the stream. To stealth our way in. Oh god, hang on, let me go back over the bridge a moment. I don't want to... What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick bio break, have a swig of me beverage, collect me nerves, and then we will endeavour to stealth to her. If we can achieve that and she is still aggro, at least I'll have tried. But we will see. Stretch your legs, refill your beverage. I'll be back with you in just a few minutes. You know, AJ, that's a fair point. Maybe it counted for any tree dude over there, but I'm hoping it's just across the bridge. We will see. Alright, I'll be right back. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. Get my headset back on. AJ, look, he fell into my blade, okay? I'll send my condolences to the family. Oh, if only... Whoa! Accidentally throw fireball, it's okay. No trees were harmed in this fireball. Okay. Remember, Snake, this is a stealth mission. How best to approach? I should quick save so I can reload repeatedly. See, look, now we're in a new area. That's why I think it just counts as this area alone. Hopefully my companion's behaviour don't get me... Oh, this leads me back to that same path. Oh, maybe we try the other way? Oh! Okay, the sleeping mushrooms. As long as we don't get too close. Don't get too close! Don't get too close! No! Shit. Reload.
This one's mine.
Where's the quick reload button? Oh, we're going to be here for a while. I think almost is the good word there, AJ. Almost. Okay, so there are a lot of mushrooms in that direction.
Right behind you.
At some point, my patience may just not get me through this. How the hell do I... Go away. Shoo, 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 shoo. Oh my god. Why? I'm in the grass. Fucking. Okay. So that way doesn't seem to be the way to go. I swear to God, if I spend like the next 2 hours trying to get to her, and she's like, nope, you killed other trees in the zone. Therefore, you have killed too many of my kin. Matching the energy. Then the person who doesn't want to keep bringing it walks away. Fair play. Posturing to get rid of the violence. I can understand. Oh, she's right there. I wish I could just see a little... No. No, mushroom. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. No. Go back to sleep. Don't worry, Kai. He hasn't seen us. We're just more mushrooms, right? We're just here. We're just chilling. Go back to sleep. Shitballs. So many. Is there a way up and over? You can posture before any whoop-ass appears. It can often be the prelude to whooping ass. Okay, you keep facing that way, Shield. You keep facing that way. Oh. Budge. Alright, let's just have a quick look. I'd get around them. I'd then have to sneak over this way. I'd then have to... There's no cover here. Technically, they're not fighting. Right? Nobody's spilling blood over there. Where are my companions? Shit. I don't know if that counts or not. We certainly left combat. Damn it. Why?
Look to your left.
Don't fight. Don't kill any. Okay, I'm gonna assume...
It's like nature shaping these ruins into something. Like a shrine, but for who?
Neither of you drew blood, right? We're good.
may approach me,
Oh,
godlike.
it worked! Let me save. Let me save! Shit. Alright.
Ah, a welcome visitor.
No, I have not killed any trees.
It has been so long since one of your kind has walked in this grove.
Do you mean a godlike?
I mean one from the land. Your kind.
Or just humanity?
But why have you come here?
Okay. I came looking for an Adragon heart. Perhaps you can help me.
A curious thing for Kith to want. Even one as special as you.
Oh, thank you.
It belonged to one who tended this grove for longer than I have been here.
What happened to them?
Sickness changed them.
More
As it
mushrooms.
has recently changed so many creatures in these woods. It no longer recognized us as their kin.
I see it behind it, like glowing.
We had to stop them before their madness damaged the land.
Okay, so the Delmagan are also against the Dream Scourge.
But it is over now. All that remains is their heart. Our kind has no need for such remembrances.
Okay.
It would cause us no pain to part with it.
But
Take it, and go in peace.
many thanks.
I can't believe you pulled that off. Now, let's get out of here before she notices my wood pistol grip.
Save. May I just investigate around? Any treasure chests? Many fancy loot you've got? I'm sure some of them have unique loot. What are we focusing on here?
You've returned.
I'm sorry to have disturbed you.
There is no need to be.
Yeah, we just kind of ran through everything, and as long as we didn't actually swing our blade at anyone, all was well. I don't know why I was so worried. I thought it had to be perfection. You know, never raise the alarm type of deal. Question is, are all of her followers now going to be chill in this glade? I want to try and investigate it thoroughly. Ah, fancy chest. What have you got? Garland of the Wild Groves. Ooh. Plus 30% resistance to poison. And I imagine the high difficulties for a specific boss is probably useful. This necklace is made of numerous still living flowers, given freely from the bodies of the Delmagan. Originally made for an elder druid from the forests of Air Glanfath centuries ago, the garland has since made its way to the living lands, where the latent essence in the air nourishes the flowers, imparting a measure of protection against the natural world upon its wearer. Are very pretty. Alright. Now, for true tests. Friends? Hello! Oh yes, arms wide! Yeah, salutations! Yes, we're okay. I will loot the area. As I wish. They all have different, like, root and hairstyles. That's pretty cool. Just cleaning up your house. Oh, I'm over encumbered, son of a bitch. Right, let's dismantle all the common stuff. Sell all the rest. Four shields. Get rid of those. Keep that steel garrote dagger because it might be useful. Absolutely need a store. That's cleared out plenty. Now, it's a good point, AJ. It doesn't resist the damage tick of the poison, merely how quickly we become poisoned. You are right. That's how they're kind of doing it in this game. Hello! Yes, we're friends. Even the bear is friends. Look at that sleepy face. Your nose appears to be just in the dirt, dear friend. Oh, we've got little sleeping sound effects going on. Right, let's make sure we loot the glade properly. And now that we've made friends with them, maybe that can come back in the story later. Maybe we can make use of this alliance. Or maybe it will all go to shit at some point, who can say? Let's make sure we are investigating thoroughly. See, nothing to be worried about. Queen Shield, let me be. That was not the bear's nose clipping. He was looking for truffles. A likely story. There was a truffle farm further in the forest. Now I'm looking for truffles. Check the other way. Oh, my legs. Oh, my health. Yes, alert wide arms to you as well, friend. Oh, big jump. There's a lot to this little glade. Oh, that would have been a hell of a way to get around. A bit more of a dense section to just leap over and in. So I think it will be clear if any of the trees beyond this point are enemies, we're probably good for the future. No. A Glade Adventurer's Journal. After spending numerous days observing the habitats and behaviour of the Delmagon, I believe I have stumbled upon their inner sanctum. This glade seems to have some sort of gathering place for them. From what I've been able to gather, at its heart is a powerful being they treat with great reverence. I must endeavour to speak with this manner of queen, and gather as much info as I can in order to further my research. I must tread with caution, though. The Delmagon here seem quite hostile to outsiders. I'm sure their queen would not appreciate it if I had to deal with her subject in some violent fashion. That's the game telling you. Try not to kill them. Okay, we open that chest on the way round. I imagine such things are a lot of bother for farmers. Grizzly Tower. Excuse me. Button! Aha! Very conspicuously left there, but sure. Leads up to that fancy tower. Now we've got free reign for a moment. I suppose this all counts as the glade. The fact that that quest is there, though. Again, I didn't want to necessarily go to the swamp today. I want to make sure we've mapped out this glade properly. The small hovels.
Maybe we don't go inside the ancient creepy tower. Just a thought?
The shrine to Skane, the quiet slave as the god is known. That's a very pretty game. I think they've done really well with it. Especially at the moments of sunrise and sunset and the dead of night when all the mushrooms are glowing. We'll have to see when we get to the snowy area and the volcano area how that palette changes. Daughter's exoneration. Mother, if you find this, do not weep for me. I know what they did to you. I know what must be done. I regret nothing. Whatever it costs me, I am prepared. If the Quiet Slaves hears me, none of them will ever hurt you again. We heard about a guy doing a ritual for this god by cutting off his own nose and most of his face so he could be an empty vessel for the god to inhabit. and exact terrible vengeance. Aha! Schemer's Offering. Our next totem base. Lovely.
Bet that was part of something once.
This gruesome totem appears to have been made long ago. It remains as sturdy as the day it was made. Despite the skull's empty sockets being covered by rope, you can't help but feel watched by it. Worrying. Doesn't look like we can go any higher up the tower. Very good. That is 2 of 6 pieces. Or if it works like the other totem, permanent buffs. Don't know if we can have more than one totem active at once. Yeah, I'd say so, AJ. Excellent use of the saying. Or to spite somebody's face. It's the god of holding on to hatred and getting revenge. Letting the anger fuel you quietly and never let them know until it's too late. That kind of jam.
Yeah.
A godless sinkhole. Not another one.
Gone in minutes. No wonder they're having trouble farming these days.
The note survived a spiteful letter. Gerard. As agreed, I've left the full sum in the chest. If you go back on your word and tell my husband about Luke, I'll come for your head. Oh, and those gems you demanded as ransom? They're at the bottom of the water. I heard you can't swim. Pity. Eh? Huh? I know there's a lot of... Oh, shite. A lot of the gods aren't necessarily good and evil. They all stand for tenets. But if the revenge is rampant plotting to give them the most gruesome fate possible, at what point does that go beyond revenge and just goes to enjoying the torture of it? Severity of crime and all that considered. Who can say if it was your loved ones who went through gruesome, horrible things, you would not seek to enact the same on others? Especially in a world full of so much swords and sorcery. Assume this big chasm is where the fog of war hits. Now look, look! There's a bridge! How did I... If there's a bridge there and it's marked on the map, it must be crossable. And I must know. Might be able to see it from up here, actually. Oh boy! Use the mushrooms. Platform steadily. I do not believe I have, AJ. Ah! Always the ankles! Ah! There is the bridge. Can we go up the tree and maybe make our way up and over? Wait a minute, is that just going into a wall? Gods, I wish I had a telescope of some kind. It looks like it just goes into the wall. Now I have to check, though. Gods damned it. Cursed fog of war. Your mysteries. Don't mind me. I'm briefly returned. Not here to cause any trouble. I'm just here to climb. Game says no. There was that chest we found. Nothing further around. Excuse me. Yes, hello. Wasn't he a sneaky way up and out anywhere? Oh, hello. We did miss a bit. God damn it. Ow. No, I just missed a singular body. Guess it doesn't. No, seems clear. This is one thing I don't like about Fog of War, and I've said this nearly every stream. If you're going to put Fog of War down, don't have all this bit that I can't actually traverse, because it just makes it terribly confusing. Perhaps I'll have a look sometime, AJ. Come to my own conclusions. More to explore before heading straight back to Fior. And again, this evening I want a double up. And we'll do a little bit of Monster Hunter Wilds as well before the end of the night. I had a hefty sandwich for lunch, so I think I'll be alright. Powering through for a bit. Monster Hunter just added a souped up version of one of its Apex monsters for a limited time, and I wanted to give the first few goes of it on stream, so we will see. There we go. Up, round there, see if we can cut up there and find an edge for the wetlands on that side. Then teleport back to the city. I just want to establish a clear boundary for future exploration. Again, I think I'd have less problems with the Fog of War if my goddamn minimap showed it clearly. But there we are. Is that a different underground ruin? We're fine. Highwayman's advice. Vernon, you find this, don't bother with this spot. My boys and I have already scouted the place. It's no good. Found some fool who'd come to collect his coin and shook him down for it. We heard noises from the ruins all night. I'm not dying for a few skeks. I think that's probably a fair assumption, AJ. We will see. Right, that's where the fella was. With his chest and gems, right? Yeah, that looks like the same spot. Grenade! Thank you. Yeah, decent view from up here. There's the cabin. Oh, okay, we're just up behind there then. We've not actually gone that far, it just feels denser. Making it feel bigger. Hello, hello, hello. Campsite. Yes, please. Excellent. That gives me a point between these two to come back to later. Leave that pathway. Cut around this one. Clear more of the map out. And they could send me companions. Like you would a scout in an RTS. Here, just go clear that bit of Fog of War. God knows what they're building over there. And figure out what tech they're using. Counterpick. I was never that on the ball with an RTS to properly counterpick what anyone was building. But it's fun to send a scout in and take the piss with people. I'm attacking your workers, nya. Running a minute now. Oh, but I've completely ignored my economy for the past 20 minutes. What have I done? Oh. Hello. Now you know what's going to happen. I pick up that mushroom, of which I've got plenty of, and they will all be very upset, so I think I'm just going to keep them on side. I see no means, or no reason, to deprive them of their delicious mushroom. As fancy of a buff as it does grant. Take their treasure, though. So many little nooks and crannies. I think many would consider it a fair response, AJ. I don't know if I would. But again, I'm not in that situation, and who can say we're one pushed to such horrific extents and have the means and capability to do so. Shine it. See you. More mushrooms. Right, we edge up a little bit this way. How far until we hit swamp? Up there. I've cut the line on this side, so I clear up to about that bit and then teleport back to town. Mainly because I don't know if Giata back at town is a companion or not. I've no idea. But it seemed to... Oh. I see. The treaty has ended. Get throwing mushrooms. No. Screw your lightning magic. Whoa! Holy shit! That did way more damage. Suddenly, I think these wetlands are considered a little bit of a later area. Was I not at full health? Oh, I respawned with a ring of fire. It's that totem ability coming in. Fancy. Come on, guys, you can take one. Take his spores.
Nice job, everyone.
Okay, I guess we don't want to go further into the wetlands then. For now. Let's get ourselves back to the city then. Hand this in. And hand in a bounty as well. Still a lot of this place to explore. We have the other half of the forest, the wetlands themselves, and then the ruin that in a previous life we built? Question mark?
Rumor has it there's an envoy from Adir among us in Fjord. Please give them a warm welcome.
Hello, it's me.
With the crop shortage, traders from...
Welcome back. You are here to collect a bounty, huh?
Alright, I've got one to claim.
Whose death am I recording?
Some trees.
If only we could find a way to coexist with them. But I suppose it is in their nature to oppose innovation. Huh? Nature?
No, listen, I did make friends with some...
Perfetto. Return when you have more to claim.
HA. Oh dear. Now, place the heart in the device and see what we do. So Giata's in there, but before I talk to her, there's clearly a secret family basement with some dark shame and shit necromancy that went wrong. I chose not to investigate. And since meeting her, now it feels rude to investigate without asking first. Right. Oh yes, I need to sell stuff actually. Thank you, merchant.
Even if we
Welcome back.
Stop them.
Need to sell the fancy stuff. And then pretty much any exceptional thing. Keep one gun. Just in case. Nothing really long range has come up yet, but there's a chance at some point it will. Maybe. Possibly. Or maybe I want to get someone's attention from great distances.
I'm Valiant. It's the principle of the thing.
Always fishing for those puns, AJ. That's pretty good. That's pretty well done. No, we needed a heart suffused with the soul essence Adra to work. So let's see what happens. Professor, that seems to be working.
For an Adiran, you're very resourceful. And a more than capable companion for poor Giada.
I got your machine running. Tell me about this dream scourge.
With any luck, I can tell you a great deal. Now that I've got the heart, my thirsty invention will drink deeply of its essence. All that's left to do is calibrate it. First things first.
You'd hope Kai would make a joke about that.
At your soul. I'm going to ask some questions to induce a metaphysical quiver.
Pardon?
No, not to worry, just testing your reflexes. Let's start with an easy one. You wake up on a beach, looking up into the sun. Your hands are covered in blood.
I suppose I want to answer his question. Find an authority and figure out what happened.
All right. Let's try some word association. Tell me the first thing that comes to mind. Pendulum.
Clock.
Chrysalis.
Transformation.
A spark ignites a flame. An idea ignites a war.
Voice, why are you like this?
Hello? You still with me?
That was the voice in my head. The entity tethered to my soul.
Good.
I hope
We're
not,
getting
AJ.
somewhere.
We're not equipped for that on stream.
Hey, let's go over your results. Your soul is like a piece of sea glass. All the edges are smoothed down. Quite beautiful, really.
But
your godlike nature is a marvel to behold.
Vet and Remy certainly thought so.
God, my condolences. Those two are a handful, even for animancers. What I see is something entangled about your soul. An outside presence that both is and isn't a part of you. It's old, dark, and rather tricky to pin down. Very interesting.
What's it doing to me?
Nothing harmful. At least not yet.
It did teach me healing magic.
Fascinating. Thank you for getting my machine calibrated again.
You're welcome.
But you came for Giata's theory of the Dream Scourge. Between the two of us, she's on to something. Our farms are in great peril. The essence has been drained from the land. Diverted, like the flow of a river.
And the memory we saw earlier today seemed to indicate there was some big part of that at that ruin to the south. Imagine we'll be going there. That suggests a purposeful motive, not some random act.
Purposeful, maybe, but to what end? Regardless, essence doesn't just disappear. It must be going somewhere.
Probably to said
All
ruin.
I can tell you is keep looking. You'll find what you're after. As much as I hate giving people bad news, that's all I have. Please give Giata my fondest regards.
Will do, Monto.
I'm getting a bad feeling about what we'll find.
Another level.
I'll be honest. He lost me when he started talking about souls. What did I miss?
Marius, I think we'll be swapping you with a new companion when we get one. Assuming we do. Oh, speaking of, what should we do? Let's get Kai healing himself better. Increase the amount. Attack speed. All of his ability cooldowns are reset. Now let's have him heal more when he gets up. Okay, do we have a point for Marius? Of actives. Oh, we've just unlocked the ability outright. We can only have one on our bar, though, so it makes it a little fiddly. What if we unlock one more ability? Where on earth will it go then? Okay, the highest perception check we've had for conversation has been 6. We are at 6. Do I need more health? I don't think so. A bit more stamina would probably be nice. I am running out of energy as I'm swinging. I want one more stamina. That is not much. 3 stamina feels... Is that like a swing? Can I tell on my greatsword how much stamina a swing is? 20. 120, so that's like what? 6 swings. Add another 3 to the 6. It doesn't even get me another swing with some very rudimentary quick math. Not worth it. I think we just go for might. At some point these cap out. Oh, there are 3 active abilities I still haven't got myself. Oh boy. I don't get that yet. Could get some max health. Could get some stamina penalty for heavy armor. Could be useful. Charge distance, I don't see being it goes plenty far. I don't want the shower ability. Power jump is amusing, but I see myself just forgetting to use it all the bloody time. Destroying objects restores some health. Excess converted to regen. Melee power attacks can break through walls. It's a minor convenience. More crit damage means we'd need to be building some crit. What was the other ranger one? I think parry's a little better. I don't think any of the others here are useful to us. Don't want guns to auto-reload. Power slide. Knocking enemies down while sliding. Yeah, it's one of those things that I'll just forget to do. Crit chance, range damage, bows and guns. Blow your blows. Probably not too bad. Is now the time to start grabbing up a spell? You can always respec if we want. Let's grab a spell. Give me crackling bolts. And now I just have it. Do I overbind my healing ability? Probably. I always open my inventory to heal. Oh, it's the one my gun shoots sometimes when it kills a target. Ooh. Half my mana, though. Well, that's fine. We're in a big group of enemies. I'll fire that out first and then charge him with my greatsword. And because I just have that spell learned, I don't have to be whipping my book out. At some point, we might be able to go double pistol or pistol shield. Alright, Jata, we did it.
I hope you aren't afraid of lightning. Where there's animancy, there's bound to be lightning.
I've met with all of the... Oh, wait. I'll tell about the specific first.
And you got his machine up and running. That's what I call progress. I helped Monto after his wife died. She was brilliant, and he took the loss hard. I'm going to miss him. Sounds like you've met with everyone. We're ready to get started.
I think that's a kind way to put it, AJ. I just think lightning is cool.
So, did you learn anything of particular interest?
I don't want to put the fourth one, just be like, necromancy, bad. Something is draining life from your farms. The only question is what?
And why? It's almost like something is lashing out, defending itself.
Well, it's not the tree people, and it's not our god, or patron, or what have you.
Look at us. Barely even started. And already we're making progress. Monto's machine is working, Elia will keep an eye on her revenants, and Yvette and Remy are providing us an alibi.
Oh, are you studying the Dream Sturge or planning a heist?
Under the circumstances, the two are not so different. I needed those animancers for more than their expertise. Monto's invention nullifies spiritual interference. Having it up and running means we won't get any false signals. Whenever I tap into an Adra pillar, Elia's farmhands tend to get a little bitey. Thanks to you, they won't be a problem. And then there's Yvette and Remy, the governor's eyes and ears. In exchange for privacy, I gave them a test subject.
They asked some very rude questions.
I'd call that a good day's work.
I hope their expertise was helpful as well.
Absolutely. I wanted to see the Dream Scourge through different perspectives. Thanks to you, I have. Now we just need the right equipment for the job. When my parents died, they left me their
Oh, are we going to the basement?
work. An invention like no other. The phantasmal focus.
Outstanding. Where is it?
Well, that's where I need your help. The problem is it's in the basement. I haven't gone down there since the accident.
See, this would be the point
They died.
where if I had gone, it'd be like, actually, I've been in your family's private basement and I found all of your shit. Here it is. But, hey, for once, we held back.
I'm sure everything's fine. It's just a spooky death basement.
It's alright, Marius. If Giata comes with us, you don't have to come.
I would get it myself, but I'm not ready to face what's down there.
I see. You want to talk about it?
Right now, I would rather focus on the work ahead of us. The door to the basement is just outside.
I'd have lockpicked
around
it.
the corner. Of course, you'll need a key. Please excuse the mess.
Alright, well then, what exactly
That's
went
where
wrong?
Her parents died. I'm glad we can spare her from having to go back.
That's her choice.
Walking into the basement of an animancer I just met. Right, feels great.
Quick save. Maybe it didn't unlock with lockpicking. I never actually got close enough. The Castell family lab.
Don't know what I expected, but this isn't it.
Haven from the blight. Who grows here?
Many books to read, you know what that means. Swig of his beverage and voices to do. Alright. Arthur Castell's will. Giata, I leave my mother's amulet, the only piece of the Valium Republics I took from home. My one condition is that she wear it as a reminder that we all come from somewhere. May she find comfort in a chain that binds the present to the past. I leave her also the house, the laboratory, and our inventions. Yes, all of them, with no conditions or expectations to weigh her down. Forgive us. It's a hell of a line to end your will on. Many faces of Berath. How fitting that we know the gods of cycles, doorways, mortality, and inevitability as Berath, while the Valians know this very same god as Cyrano. If nothing else, Berath teaches us that duality exists in all things. There is life in death, and death in life. Embrace this duality, and you honor Berath. In the ruins at El Glafan, Berath is depicted in the form of two semi-skeletal figures, one male, one female. Nen I Anku and Anku I Benwen. Nen. Bleh. Literally, life in death and death in life in the Glanfarthen tongue. Male and female inside and out, life and death. We often think of Berath by imagining two sides of a coin or the two end points of a journey. It is, so do I, AJ, it's okay. It is said that Berath has the most petitioners of every god, and this is likely true. Who amongst us has not prayed for the cycle to hiccup? Who has not, in a moment of sadness, yelled at Berath to make an exception for our fallen loved ones? Berath may not rescue our loved ones, but it answers our prayers in its own divine way. Berath is the god that makes life end in death. It's also the god that makes death end in life. Berath, Cyrano, Benwen I Anken, Anku I Benwunen. Whichever of the many names you prefer to use deserves our prayers, for it has given us the promise of life's eternal renewal. Silly god of the wheel that this world churns on. Cordella Castell's will. Arthur insists that I write something down in case the worst should come to pass. What inheritance do I have to offer? What legacy do I leave? I took no possessions from the homeland. I own nothing but my ambition and my mistakes. The ink is blotched as if someone tapped their quill on the parchment several times before continuing. To Giata, I leave my unshakable resolve, the determination to see her plans through to the bitter end, and the presence of mind to remember what is important. Let her have all my best qualities. Should the experiment fail, I won't need them anymore. Not where I'm going. The Gift Bearer's Pilgrimage. A gift bearer of Andra is travelling along the road when she meets a man in tears holding a scrap of parchment. Why do you weep? Asks the gift bearer. I hold here a letter from my wife. I tried to be a good husband, but the letter says that I was not, and that she has gone to seek the company of a better man. Now this is all that remains of her. Give the letter to me, then, says the gift bearer, for once you have forgotten the letter, your wife can cause you no further pain. Man gives her the letter and finds his tears have dried up. He thanks the gift bearer and leaves at peace. The gift bearer continues on, contemplating the man's story. Does not get far before she encounters an old woman in tears holding a string of beads. Why do you weep? Asks the gift bearer. I hold here a string of beads that counted the years of my daughter's life. Sickness took her while she was still a child, and she was denied the joys of a full life. and I the joys of a mother. This is all that remains of her. Give the beads to me, then, says the gift-bearer. For once you have forgotten the beads, your daughter can truly rest. The old woman gives her the beads and finds her grief no longer gnaws at her soul. She thanks the gift-bearer and leaves at peace. Thinking on the woman's pain, the gift-bearer follows the road until she reaches the sea. In her hands she carries the letter and the beads. They are light in her hands, but heavy upon her heart, and she is crying. She prays to Ondra to allow the objects to be forgotten and cast them into the water. And yet, long after they have sunk beneath the waves, gift-bearer finds herself still weeping. Merciful Ondra, pleads the gift-bearer, in your service I have helped people forget their troubles. Yet though I pass them on to you, I feel them still as though they were mine. How can this be? The gift-bearer listens to the wisdom of the crashing waves until she understands. To feel the troubles of others in your soul is a burden itself. However, she has no token to give Ondra to bear it away. The troubles are not hers to forget. I give myself to you then, says the gift-bearer. For once I am in your care, no memory may haunt me. And with that, the tide comes forth and embraces the gift-bearer, and when it ebbs, she is gone. Oh, a lesson in taking on too many troubles, mayhaps. Not an easy thing. Arthur Castell's journal. Cordelia is right, of course. We could refine the phantasmal focus for the rest of our lives, or we could put it to good use. So why do I have such doubts? Our plan has always been to tinker with the natural order, but nature is not orderly in the living lands. If we poke too hard at nature, who's to say something else won't poke back at us? Seems like it has. And a concerned letter. My friends, you spend too much time in the privacy of your lab. I know that words were exchanged and more than one ego was bruised after that incident at the workshop, but the damage is superficial. Our community is ready to welcome you back with open arms. For the moment I am seeing to Giata's education, but I urge you to give her the attention she deserves. She is a promising young woman in a difficult and influential time in her life, and she needs the counsel of her family now more than ever. Perquilisi. I'm always going to butcher his name, but we met him before looking after Giata. More big mushrooms, and more books. Abaddon's hands. Abaddon being the god of, crafting, I believe? Of all the stories of all the gods, no doubt one of the most charming is the legend of Abaddon's hands. In some cultures, Abaddon's hands are tiny, cheerful creatures that hide in the walls and in cracks between paving stones. In others, they are silent men of stone who roam distant lands. In all such tales, however, they are Abaddon's constructs, built in his image to continue his good work of creating strong and wondrous things in the world. Thus, upon spying a mighty mountain peak or a row of Ardra pillars or another natural marvel, parents and nursemaids will tell young children that these are the work of Abaddon's hands. Such is the appeal of Abaddon as a deity, as it is through his legend that we recognise familiar shapes in the natural world. Through his legend. Thus, when we see a landform that resembles a colonnade or an arched gate or a mighty home, we see a hand and a purpose at work that is not unlike our own. And while Abaddon's own identity as a construct is alienating to some, to many of us, his crude yet practical shape is comforting. While the other gods take forms of bird, beast and sea, Abaddon takes the shape of our most common tools and constructions. His debasement in a body of iron elevates our own works and labours, and it offers us a grand hope. For if a god could rebuild himself out of iron, what wonders might Kif create with their own hands? A lot of god books in here. Worried scribblings. The device should not work, and yet it does. Therein lies the problem. Theory and reality are in conflict, and to succeed without comprehension is worse than failure. I have learned nothing, and can assume nothing about the limitations of this invention. It frightens me almost as much as Cordel's insistence that we keep going. All I know is that the device has tapped into something. I believed it was the essence of the living lands. What if I am wrong? What if it's... Several paragraphs have been violently scoured from the page. Have we transgressed so far into the unknowable that we are blind to the grave we dug ourselves? I must make preparations for Giata's future. Panic settling in. A dusty letter from Matsim Vidaro, The fellow who founded the city and is now gone. Arthur, you have everything you need. After Cordella's outburst at the workshop, they say she retreated into her private lab. Which is perfectly fine, but I worry about you and little Giata. Let me know if you need anything, even if it's just a talk. I understand your research has made some ambitious strides. Good for you both. When you are ready to surface again, we have a game of Hazatoa to finish. I'll keep the pieces warm. Maxim Vidaro, Governor of Fior Mez Iverno. We have another quest to try and find him, or at least his journal. Bits and bobs. Cordella Castell's journal. Arthur has been quiet lately. I know he's worried about the experiment. He thinks the island will object to our interference, as if such a thing were even possible. Clearly our daughter is cut from my side of the family. I can't wait to teach her everything we've learned. With any luck, Giata will be as wild and audacious as the forces at play around her. Well, that turned out to be true.
I feel pretty certain that those people aren't supposed to be plants.
No shit, Marius.
What a horrific fate.
You two reborn. A life of peace.
I don't know, voice. Not a life at all. I take this you're coming to life, aren't you?
Guards. We can leave
No?
now, right?
Poor Giada. To think she's been living with this right under her nose.
Just your parents have become trees. Use of the light, by the way. Alright, let's have a look at this focus then. This animancy device was invented by Arthur and Cordella Castell before their untimely demise. God is probably the only animancer in existence who knows how it works. It looks like a fancy wand.
I don't. Anyone know what happened back there?
I think those were Giada's parents, or whatever's left of them.
That's the implication.
So they're dead?
My voice seems to think they are living. They're like trees now.
I can't believe this.
Quick save. Always got to be saving. Everything alright, Giata? We have it.
You're back. You found it. You actually found my inheritance. Did you see my mother and father? Are they still there?
None of these are necessarily relaxed answers that I was hoping for. This number 2 just seems a little too mean. You might have warned me.
I didn't have the words. All that's really down there is an unhappy memory. One that keeps on growing.
Want to talk about it?
My mother had an idea about how to use the essence of the living lands, and it destroyed her. My father. Our family.
I've heard that story too many times. This land takes more than it gives.
So I swore an oath. No one could enter the lab until I understood what happened.
Until today. So you know what happened?
I'm on the right track to figuring it out, which is almost as good.
Oh, if we had gone in there without permission, then that would have been a pretty shitty thing to do.
Enough about me. Let's worry about you for a change.
Oh.
With the phantasmal focus, I can finally tap directly into the essence of the living lands.
Seems dangerous.
I can also use it to smack around anyone who gets in our way.
You want to use it as a weapon?
Don't worry. It's more durable than it looks. Kind of like me. The only thing we're missing now is an Adra pillar. And I know the perfect one. Naku Tadek.
I figured you'd say that.
Godless ruin west of Fior. There should be some equipment waiting for us.
Couldn't we use the one in the workshop? No, there's probably a reason for that. What is the equipment doing in that old ruin? No, I know that as well. What about the workshop one?
That ragged thing? It's as dry as a bone. Hardly any essence left.
Just charged it.
Even if it wasn't, I'm Not exactly welcome in the workshop these days.
No, touche. What about the equipment in the old ruin then?
We used it to study the Adra Pillar. Then some priests moved in and took offense at our work. I hope they haven't tampered with the equipment, or this will be a very short experiment.
Little experience with godless ruins, which isn't actually true.
Naku Tedek is special. I used to play there as a child and take rubbings of the memorial plaques. Historians think it may have once been a burial ground, a place where souls can return to the earth.
They were right. We had a memory about that earlier.
So, we kept the tradition alive. Many of our founders are buried there. Though not all of them, as you discovered. Well, that covers everything. Let's go. The Dream Scourge can't hide for long. Before we head out, let's make the most of our time in Fjord. No telling how long we'll be gone.
Red flag, right there. That is the game. Red flag. If we go and do this quest, there may not be much city to come back to.
I almost forgot. Someone gave me a letter for you. They said it was for the Envoy's eyes alone.
There's also that person who threatened me and is on the docks somewhere. You read it, didn't you?
I may have glanced at the handwriting. Don't worry. Your secrets are safe.
Question is it the Steel Garrote or the rebels?
And I hate to be a problem, but I do my best work in small groups. Chalk it up to performance anxiety.
Understood. Marius, go on back to camp. I won't be long. Where was this performance anxiety when you were shouting in Vidara's face?
That was not my finest hour. I was so angry. Mistakes were made. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, I don't want there to be any mistakes.
Understood. Marius, go back to camp. Won't be long.
Sounds good. I need to do some hunting anyway.
Yeah, I figured he'd be chill about it. Sorry, Marius. I like you. It's just... You've been kind of one note so far. I think for when we get to the Dwarven area, we should probably have him about. But for now,
once we're all together,
it's Jata's place.
We should trade ghost stories. Best way to get acquainted. In the meantime, let's be off.
New companion. Jata uses animancy to understand the world around her. While the science of souls remains controversial, she believes the untapped essence of the living lands can and should be put to good use. She wants to prove her convictions by supporting the party in battle. Armed with the phantasmal focus, she draws on the spiritual currents of the living lands to heal and defend her friends. Purification causes an invigorating wave of energy that heals allies by 25% of their max health and a spectral jolt. She empowers and activates essence generators. And to be fair, Kaya's burnt stuff down. Marius hasn't really had a world ability other than scan for loot, which I think I'm being thorough enough anyway, so this is probably more useful. Not everybody want to talk at camp. Everybody want to talk at camp. Did any quests pop up in town? Any blue markers? No. Okay. But that still leads me to believe I should clear out all these other quests before going here. Let's start with whoever this person is at the dock. Who seemingly put meteorite in a lake, drawing undead there to draw me there. For some reason. Arcade Newer, that's the fortress you get in the first game. It's very nice. Made a load of political decisions and stuff. It was pretty cool. Oh, unspent companion ability points. Thanks, game. What are other abilities? A barrier that gives us a shield for temporary health. Or increases the move speed and attack speed for all allies. Oh. Now there's some useful stuff. Because I'll just be hitting that button all the time while we're exploring. And her attacks heal allies by a small amount. Oh, that's pretty good as well. We absolutely get that one. We get the heal. Let's see. Damage reduction. Cooldown reduction, which is usually good. But I think duration, because I'm going to be using this whilst travelling all the goddamn time. And then... Revives incapacitated allies. I don't think it happens often enough. Increasing the healing. I think when we're at max health, that's probably better. Beautiful. Oh, I need to put it on my bar somewhere. It's just put Kai's ability on there, you greedy bastard. And purification is just the heal. So, bind down. There we go. And then we zoom. Hello, figure in the dark. Gift bearer.
I saw you dive into the lake and retrieve a shard of the sky. Tell me, do you still have it?
You mean the stone?
Good. The farther it travels, the safer it will be.
I mean, if it's like the other stones I've found from the sky, I'm going to turn it into a sword.
Even an enchanted stone should not attract the undead. The lake must have imbued it with some power I cannot name.
This gift bearer isn't the same one we just read about, right? Who got washed away by the sea? That was a woman, I'm pretty sure. Also, why did you leave me a cryptic, creepy letter?
To heal Andra's wound, I must give it a watery grave, commit it to the deepest, darkest ocean. She will forget it there.
This is the strangest day of my life, and I've come back from the dead.
Then I am grateful to have broadened your experience. Now, will you return it? I have coin, if it would help. I can afford my boat passage. I need no more than that.
It's a fancy moon rock, though. I need some time to think about this.
Meditate on your choice, then. But remember, Andra weeps for Ione Baratha.
Is this a separate item to my other star metal things? Okay, so we've 2 fragments of star metal. And that's what we're looking for a Forge Master for. Whereas the mysterious meteorite, reported to be a piece of the shattered third moon, strangely warm, that's been underwater. Okay, so they are separate. So it's not a part of the crafting. Okay. What have we... Hang on, I'm going to save first, just in case I don't like what other offer might come up. What else can we do?
Such as?
Take a memory. I don't like that idea. I don't like that idea at all. Maybe the rock comes into play later. God damn it. What if the memory comes into play later? I don't like it. Take the rock.
The Lady of Lament assures me that this is better off forgotten. By helping me, you've helped her.
To be fair, it did draw a load of undead to it. Probably not good. Go dump it in the ocean.
She owes you, and she won't forget that.
Sure. It's quite an honour. Thank her for me.
I will relay that message sooner than you think.
Cryptic as hell.
So, that is that. I believe my time here has come to an end. Whatever called you to these shores, I hope it reveals itself soon.
Anything's possible. Who knows? Maybe we'll meet again.
Until our next voyage around the wheel, godlike.
That's enough mysticism for one day.
That was so much
Let's get out of
XP.
here, huh?
Oh, wait! Oh, I could have given it to the Animancer. Nah, I'm good. That Animancer was just jealous of the other one and trying to find ways to screw her over. That would simply have not been good. Okay. What time are we on? It's still early. Do we start going for the wetlands? And then work our way back down? Then eventually the rest of the forest here? Or do we go more forest? There's only one other quest in that forest. Maybe, like, it's like up here, and the only explorable area is actually up to this line. First things first, I want to check in with those rebels, because there was a side quest that was like, these rebels and bandits stole my food, please go and get it back. But the rebels are starving and don't have enough food, so I just wanted to make sure that wasn't an actual quest and was just some like filler dialogue. Also, I should probably tell them the Steel Garrote are here, if the game lets me. Sometimes the conversation lets you do the narrative kind of forks in weird places, like finding that note that that lady had a crush on the barkeep, and we could tell him. But then other times, it doesn't actually come into play, so hard to know. Hello?
Adiran, welcome back.
Had any luck finding food?
Some. I fear it will not last for more than a week or two. Soon we must resolve to carry on with what we have.
Anything from Paradise?
No. And I don't expect to either. For better or worse, our fellow rebels have culled us from the herd.
Why? Goodbye for a moment. We're going to quick save again, because I don't want to murder them all.
Adiran.
I'm here for the food you stole from the farmers.
I knew someone would look for it eventually. Allow me to appeal to your better instincts, if you will.
You'd hunt game to survive. There's no need to resort to theft.
We tried. The rangers have already hunted the region dry. Whatever food remains is barely edible from the blight.
I have so much food I could just give you.
I feel the farmer's pain as keenly as I feel my own. But the crops are the crops. My people's lives are on the line. I have no choice.
Why can't I just give them my giant pile of inventory food? Game, I've been collecting it so diligently. Well, I'm certainly not going to kill them. I think the farmers are more likely to get help from that wider community. I think these in this cave are fucked. And the Steel Garrote's going to probably come to kill them. Keep it.
Thank you, Adiran. We will remember your generosity. This is all we can spare.
Didn't do it for the money.
As a
God damn
token
it.
of our gratitude. Today I learned that it is possible for an Adiran official to have a heart.
We do have to keep building up with these rebels for something later on. Have you really never met other Adirans who were good
Our
to you?
life in Paradise was one run-in with an Adiran after the next. When they weren't interfering with our trade, they forced us to enter into predatory contracts that robbed us blind. And those were the ordinary Adirans. The Steel Garrote. Well,
Yeah, and by the way, they're in the waterfall just downriver.
perhaps there's worse out there than starvation after all.
Game, let me explain. Let me tell them. Oh, I can return to the dude and tell him. Oh no. I didn't get your food back. In fact, I got paid to let them keep it. Cannot fast travel right now. Where's that other fella? You gonna be a dick about it, Iglaf?
What are you looking at?
Ah, fucking this guy. At some point, the Steel Garrote are going to come into this. They're doing summit somewhere. I'm going to assume it's in the big ruin the main quest leading us towards. Whizzly goes the icon. I'm going the right way, aren't I? Yes, I am. How to break this news? I probably shouldn't tell him where they are, because then he might tell the Steel Garrote. How have I missed him? Is he inside? Oh no, he's just there. I'm blind.
There you are. Did you deal with those bandits?
I'll be back. Quick say.
There you are.
Sometimes it's not clear
Did you deal
in an RPG when I say I found your stolen food if I'm going to give more information than that.
All right. Then where is it?
Okay.
I don't have time to fetch it myself.
Okay, I'm not giving location. Refugees trying to survive.
What difference does that make? They stole my crops. They're criminals. I bet they're up there eating like kings and taking us for fools. Let them live the good life.
No, that they are starving in that cave.
Get lost. I'm about to say things that you don't want to hear.
Oh no, please do.
People don't seem to care who does all the work around here. Nothing to say to you, stranger.
What do you mean who does all the work? You use zombies to do all the farming. Honestly. Right. Not telling the grain merchant about the other person giving away food. I think. What time are we on? Spend maybe another hour or so trying to clear out down here. Cut along this side and not actually go to main quest yet. Start down here. I wish every fast travel point wasn't a loading screen, but here we are. They're not the longest in the world. It's like less than 30 seconds. Alright, I want to head south. That's where main quest is. Yoink. Get to the other side of this bridge. That'll be a decent starting point. We'll take a quick bio break. And then begin clearing out this bottom side of the forest. Fancy glowing mushrooms.
Didn't that cartographer's letter say she was near Naku Tedek?
She did, you're right, Kai. More quests converging over there. We'll be going to the woods next. Right, folks, stretch your legs, refill your beverage. I'll be back with you in just a few minutes. I'll see you soon. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. Get me headset back on. I would go and talk to my companions, but we've done a lot of talky-talky. It's time to run about the woods. Hit me funny bone. Yeah, we'll be fine. I hate that tingle, that numbness feeling. Oh, hello. Mushroom! Ooh! Extra attack speed's nice. Very tasty, Joe. I might be keeping you around. Oh, that works really nicely. Oh no, I just got that random second shot again, and I don't know why.
Who's next?
Isoxo! Bloody mushrooms. I'm hoping when we get to, like, snow area is probably going to have bears. That stands to reason. There will be bears in the snowy bit. Will there be bears in the lava area? Ancient grotto. Ooh! An honest-to-God dungeon? Let's have a look. So far, the dungeons have been pretty small overall.
I thought I had explored all of Emerald Stair, but this is new to me.
Rats.
Quiet as the depths. Remember the strangle.
Oh!
Be quiet.
It's the bear that we have to kill for a quest. Quickly eat something. Porridge! And it's mushroom bear. Let's very gently go stab her in the butt. Loads of damage. Beautiful. And then lightning bolt. Oh, that bounce is delicious. Didn't quite bounce as far as I'd hoped.
Quick as a flash. Nice shot.
Beautiful. Sorry, old Nuno. I upgraded my shit. Oh man, I can't live without this attack buff now. The speed doesn't seem to be casting speed. Oh, beautiful. Even without having leveled up many spells, that bolt still does plenty of damage. Yoink. Cooldown's not too bad either. And she's just healing me over time whilst hitting. Beautiful. Well done, team. Bounty complete.
I was worried for a second.
Less of a dungeon and more just the cave where the bear lived. Let's see if there's all else about. Some bobs. Many a pot to break. The chest up there. It's a little bit down and round. Why glow purple and have no purples in chest? Feels deceptive. What about you? Robbed again! Get the fancy mushroom. Again, it's just damage and damage reduction. Should be using those, but we don't really need them. Again, if I bumped up the difficulty to... I think I'm on normal and there are two higher than it. The highest one probably requires... Make sure I got all that. Probably requires the use of food buffs and that kind of thing. In the same way that stuff like Baldur's Gate 3 does.
No swimming, and no drinking for that matter.
Why, what's wrong with it? Ow, ow. Is it just a hot spring of some kind? It's not boiling, it's just red. Why is there a hand symbol then, game? Bit of Krakenhorn. Can I put ice on this? Hang on. The ice melts? Okay, it's boiling water. Hey, I love that extra attention to detail. Kai's not here. I'm going to have to use all my bloody firebomb. Ah, game's like, hey, if you don't have any fire, here's a firebomb. Corpse with no loot on them. A rarity thus far. More firebombs. Game being very kind about it. Oh gods, I hate that. Not generally claustrophobic, but the idea of spelunking is not a pleasant one. Stories of people being stuck in caves and it just being very unpleasant. Ooh. Ring of the Founder. Oh.
So
Found
he was
it.
here all along.
Why is Kai's voice in my ear, but Jata's gone? An idol of secret hatred. He followed the quiet slave god? I'll wager those artifacts you found fit together somehow. Yes, I know, Jata. Increase your damage against unaware enemies by 25%. Ooh. Once we restore the totem. Wordless anger boils within you whenever you look at this idol. Sometimes you can feel it looking back. And old Nuna's paw. Claws on this massive paw are so large that small knives could be fashioned from them. 2,781 AI. We are finally leaving the Republics. I never thought I could convince so many to join this bitter Skaenite crusade, but it seems I do not grind my axe alone. When Spirento realizes I have absconded with the best of their animancers, they'll beg me to take my place at the seat of power. It's only a matter of time. I think that note was in their house as well. Spirento, I'm pretty sure, is one of the fleet admirals we met in Pillars of Eternity 2. I could be wrong, but the name stands out. 2,783. I have a son. That's 790. Fioremes Inverno is thriving beyond my wildest dreams. Ignacy is healthy, as is Estel. The Living Lands will always be a frontier to me. This island is his homeland, his birthright. How could I ask him to leave? 2 years later, the settlement practically runs itself these days. I have some ceremonial authority over the Animancers, but I often choose not to wield it. They have big plans for Fioremes Inverno's agriculture. I would only get in their way. Another 3 years pass. In my restless wanderings, I found a cave that leads into some precursor ruins. The isolation, the quiet, my oldest friends. I no longer dream of the Songreta Dulcala. Still understands. Someday Ignacy will too. And then, blimey. Quickly do maths. 28 years after that. It's been some time since I last penned my thoughts. The resentful Skegonite who set sail for the Living Lands is dead. A tired, content old man has taken his place. And yet Skane is never far from my thoughts. Not as a skinless force of terror, but as a catalyst of change. An upsetter of norms. Here, in the wilderness, I think I have found more communion with the effigy than I ever did in my defiance. Ignacy is a good man. I have no reservations about leaving. Fioremes Inverno, my legacy, is his capable hands. I must rest. He just came to live and then quietly die in a cave. Fair enough for someone who followed a god that makes you hold on to your hatreds to finally be content. A peaceful end, and clearly back there the bear didn't get him, so fair enough. I guess we'll just have to let people know. Different exit as well. And look, I love how the roots are drawn in this image, by the way. That separate colour of clawing up into the sea. Oh, it led to a different... I know it was a different exit, but a whole... Oh, it's the ruins of the bridge. Alright, I thought it was a whole ash ruin. Hello, hello, hello. It's down here, not some friendly lizard. That'd be the dream. We've only met one friendly lizard so far. They said maybe the tribe up in the wetlands is potentially friendly because they haven't been killing, they've just been breaking down the necromancer's equipment, probably because they know it's bad for the land. Another epic chest with no epics in it. Gotta stop doing this to me, game. I'm gonna get resentful. Pet beetle! Look, they're having a great time! That's XP though, right there.
Unseen, unheard.
I kinda just want to leave them alive, but I've killed so many at this point, and they were probably dancing at one point or another. I'm sorry. Oh shit. What? Blew that beetle. Teleport up there. He's up there. Go get him. Damn it. I'll do it myself. Come down. Right, where's your mate? There was two.
That's one for us.
Maybe it fell down. We came down here the other way earlier today. Right, back up we get them. Do love me lightning pistol. Just need a lightning greatsword, whether the game gives me it or not. We have seen this is poison greatsword. I do love the little trail, noting the enchantment. And we found a poison axe, so it stands to reason we might well find a poison greatsword, or maybe the meteorite we can craft will let me pick how I enchant it. Maybe that'd be the ideal. Oh, no! We're fine. Alright, that just leads me back round and underneath. We can either go back through the cave, or we can just teleport up here. Yoink! The next tip button isn't working. Maybe it's because we're loading too fast. Okay, see how far down this goes. Oh, maybe that far. Oh no, a little more, a little more. Nope, I tell a lie. Doesn't go any further. God damn it, Fog of War. Wish it functioned just a little bit differently. I don't think this is... Was this the cottage we were in earlier? No. It's a new house. And dead steel garrote outside. Ooh. Get round to the high ground first, maybe? Nope, dead end. Thanks, Gabe. Key to the house. Left inexplicably outside. Oh, bandits. They got someone covering the entrance. Attack speed and move speed then. Oh! Get parried. Goodbye. Oh, that attack speed. I love it. It is simple combat, all in all. But it feels good. Feels good to hit things.
Good shooting, Kai.
Take all the bandit stuff. Yep. All of your weapons are now mine. What else you got, bandits? Some booze. On epic stuff. God damn it. And a cave. Or probably just a very small section in the back that may contain another chest. Spoiled cucumber. We'll have some use for it in cooking, it's fine. Way up and out. Lightning grenade. Another lightning grenade. I hear you, Shiny. There you are. Burn it, please.
Aye, aye.
Might as well do the other one while you're here. Go on. Oh, it took us around to the back. Right, let's check up the other way, just in case. Somebody else. Good old maze of vines. Oh, more bandits. Oh no.
You take lead.
We're absolutely going to be seen up here. Game. Let me. Climb. That's right, okay, so there's a load of bandits down there. Let's try and get the ones at the top of the hill first to make our way back down and round to the house, where assumably a bandit leader is sitting, enjoying their spoils. Oh. The Tratton bandits. You have a bounty on your heads. Big Willie and got it. Now. Oh, Big Willie indeed. That's big enough though, fella. And leader.
If you're friendly, I could use some help in here.
Oh, one of the missing rangers.
But who's counting?
Signet ring and ooh, talisman and some gauntlets. What have you got? What have you got for me? This ring was taken from the corpse of a member of the Tranton family. It sports a signet displaying a rampant steliger. Then +3 perception. Trantons weren't always a family of outlaws. Generations ago, their name held some weight among the Drywoodian elite as one of the countless minor noble houses that dotted the countryside of the Eastern Reach. When times inevitably got harder and the family's coffers ran dry, they had no choice but to turn to mercenary work to survive, and eventually, banditry. Driven away from the country they fought to liberate, the family eventually found its way to the Living Lands alongside so many other malcontents and exiles. To survive such a dangerous life requires a keen eye for danger, something that this talisman accurately enhances. Whatever sigil may have once adorned this talisman is lost to time. Right, and talisman, the only one I have on is the one that slowly regenerates my mana when I'm stood near a friend. 3 perception would probably really help in conversation. If ever it came up and I couldn't do one of those checks. It's not like persuasion though, it's just unlocking a little bit. Is that better than magic regen? Probably not. We'll see. At the moment we haven't seen a single one go above a 6 for that check, so I think we'll be alright. And the gauntlets. 5% power attack damage and shocking lash. Ooh, power attacks deal bonus shock damage. Lightning stuff. What the wonderful one I've got. Max stamina and parry efficiency. Pff, sod that. Lightning. How do they look? Like dirty gauntlets with an electric wire running through. Hang on. Oh yeah, that's not ideal. We absolutely transmog those. Again, for those who haven't seen, the transmog system in this game, you have the other one in your inventory and bang, transmog. Love it! Fantastic! I do have these War Mage ones that are just more shock damage. But this one actually adds it to my attacks, which means my sword can do a bit of lightning stuff. So until we get a sword that is inherently lightning, it'll be good. I'll keep the others for now, because gloves don't actually have any carry weight, so having all this with me is fine. Then I have these big sabatons that I'm doing for the transmog on the boots, but I'm keeping the ones for move speed and increased healing, because it's fine for now. Now, what do they actually say? Okay, that's the same description. The collective fury of so many Trantons that possess these gloves through the generations manifests in an electrifying way whenever the wearer strikes a powerful blow against their enemies. Do the others have fancy loot as well? Ooh. The Brigandine. The Brigadine? I think Brigadine's the right word for it. Your companions deal bonus damage and 25 carry capacity. Meh. Like the family that once bore this Brigadine, It embodies tenacity and a willingness to do what has to be done, no matter the cost. To camp with you. Let me break down this other stuff. And the last one, boots. And what boots do you have, good sir? Ooh, 20% maximum health, 20 maximum health, 10% move speed, and dodge distance. Ooh. Ooh. Is that better than 5% from all healing sources? It has dodge distance and move speed and health. That's probably better than the Arcanist boots. I'll put them on. Let's check how they look. Yeah, standard boots. I prefer the metal. Arcanist boots. Away! Driven away. Oh no, we know that bit. Avoiding lawmen and soldiers is no easy feat, but these greaves of exceptional make assist greatly in such endeavours. De fast shoes. Don't worry, Ranger, I'll be with you in just a moment. Please stand back from the cage. There you go. Hello.
Many thanks, my friends. Much as I hate to say it, there's no way I could have fought past those bastards on my own. Name's Verano. I'd love to stay and give proper thanks, but Ranger Asierno needs my report.
Aye, aye. The Sagrada sent us to find you.
Well, that's charming. I'm glad he remembered me. I came here with Ranger Casagrada to scout this area out. Oh, we got a tip that a force of bandits was gathering at this old homestead. One of us must have stepped on a twig because they spotted us right away. When I squared off, Casagrada ran the other way. Said he was going to grab Dorso for backup.
Oh, that's not what he told us. Your squad should more carefully screen your recruits.
Beggars can't be choosers, and we only have farmhands to choose from.
That's a fair point.
But I like Casagrada. He's a good kid who just needs more discipline.
All things considered, that you were imprisoned, that's surprising you have such a pleasant attitude towards him.
After Casagrada left, several more bandits joined the fight. They overwhelmed me and took me hostage. I overheard them talking about meeting someone next to a root-strangled tree with a view of the town. They seemed to think their contact was one of the Rangers.
The traitor from that earlier quest. The plot thickens.
But that would make that Ranger a traitor.
Ranger Asierno suspects there's a killer among the Rangers. Neither Casagrada or Dorso could be involved.
I think the world of Casagrada. He doesn't have the temperament to be a murderer. He's a hothead, no doubt. But his ire is for the creatures that threaten Emerald Stair, not his fellow Rangers. And sure, he likes to go off alone, but that's because he doesn't like to be seen practicing, learning. Now Dorso, she's a fine Ranger, but I don't know her all that well. I just don't like casting doubt without evidence.
She was very confident. Need more information. Why would someone betray the Rangers?
See, that's the damnedest thing. I don't know. The bandits have it worse than we do. That's why they are bandits. So they have nothing to offer. With the way trade has dried up, there is no one else here. No Thirdborners, no Paradisans, and certainly no wardens from Solace.
Actually, the Steel Garrote here.
There is just monsters. And you.
And me. And I'm certainly not conspiring with anyone.
Then I guess I'll just have to take you at your word.
Best of luck to you.
Well, I should start hobbling back. Thanks again for looking out. I owe you one, and Casagrada owes us both. If you're in the area, go see Captain Asierno at the watchtower. She'll be glad to see you.
I do need to go back there and find that treasure from the map.
I'm not sure what to make of it.
I hobble back slowly. There's like 10 more bandits. Ooh, a grimoire. Yoink. Okay, all the other bandits were like straight there. Sup! Taking your loot. Oh, I shouldn't have climbed all the way up here, friend. I should have charged him down. The cut off of voice line. Love it. Steal their cucumbers. That they likely stole first. Any more bandits about? Honestly, who puts these chests everywhere? Let's see. That assumably is in the back of the house. And this was the other way round, I think? Yeah, that's where we first saw him. Alright. Oh, it's like it's a fake house. Just a door, pretending to be a building. That's a neat trick. There's still the other one, Scarecrow. Since that Scarecrow in Divinity Original Sin 2, you gotta make sure. In the second act of that game, there's a field with a load of Scarecrows. And something appears that is a horrendously high level for you at the time you find it. Bodied me for a good while before I realised I just need to not fight this now and come back in a few hours. Oh yep, and the bandits killed all of the family. Sadness.
The terrible loss of life. And for what?
Stay alert. Just in case.
It's alright, Kai. We assumably have killed them all. That's not another steel garrote dagger, is it? No, just a side one. Regular fine one. Really break some of these. My carry weight's getting up there. Ah! Nope. Shit. Oh, I sent it to camp. I didn't break it. That's fine. Let this be a lesson. Do not mess with the Trantons. When we come to collect our protection fee, it'd better be ready in full. Otherwise your home, your coin and your lives are forfeit. It's a good job we killed them, isn't it? Alright. So all that was behind there with nothing else around it. There was nothing down there. So all this fog of war is a lie. So I want to try and cut round and see where the edge of this goes. Then we can go back and fill in more of the fog. The edge of it might well just be this. Sunbeams! Very pretty. Ooh! Skeletons hold the walls. It's made by those who are dead. And the dead keep it. Till I go. Oh, he's got a cape. Give me that cape. I need a cape. The only other character we've seen with a cape is the captain of the Steel Garrote. Though I am sure I will have the opportunity to murder.
Patience, I'm almost ready.
Next one's mine.
And maybe I do need it. The thing is, that stamina, leveling up stamina seemed to be such a small amount by number. Maybe I just need to find a food buff that gives me a load of stamina.
That was a close one.
And be consuming it regularly. There's going to be a lot of undead in here, isn't there? Nope, well, it was worth checking. Ooh, Pargoon cache. What have the dwarves been hiding? And why do the undead have it? This is like something mentioned specifically on the map. Yeah, okay. Uh-oh. Wizard!
This one's mine. Coming from the rear.
Ow.
Nice.
Off you go.
Quick as a fire.
skeleton monks is still such a fantastic idea. The idea of skeletons coming up and punching you with assumably hands that are about to fall to pieces. It's not as crazy as some of the skeletons that are just healers. That doesn't make sense to me. Mindless skeletons shouldn't necessarily be... Oh, he didn't take fall damage. Come back. Not the cache itself, but a little bit of something. Oh, nearly. Nothing on that side. All right. Battered Pagroon Journal.
Day 23. Map says that Bozindar's treasure is yet to be around here. Somewhere. No sign of anything yet. Just rubble and misshapen trees. Well, that's not entirely true. Timur tunneled into the ruins and found this metallic contraption mounted on the wall. We can't pull it out, and Izmiru doesn't recognize the symbols. I can only imagine what the people who built it used it for. Told Timur not to damage it. We've got to test it properly. Commandants won't keep funding us unless we come back with something good.
I bet we find their bodies around whatever this device is. Oh, traps. Yes, let's bear in mind traps. Yep, they're skeletons. Game's giving me an electric grenade. Another unfinished journal. Day 28. I can't explain it. The thing works, but how? Timur's pickaxe sparked with... I don't know if this is the same character or not. It's not signed. Sparked with life when he was chiseling near the contraption and it came to life. We heard the damnedest noise. I thought we'd broken it until I looked outside and saw those wooden beasts barging towards the hill. We were treated into the ruins, so at least we're safe for now. They've been down there all day and all night, though. Must not need to sleep. Either way, we wait for them to lose interest, or we make a break for it. I don't like our odds. We're outnumbered. We only have our digging tools. Our supplies won't last forever. There's nothing to forage in here. If they don't decide by tomorrow, I'm going without them. Commandants need to know. Well, at least it's open. Aha.
You can find all sorts of unusual machines in these.
Oh, she can just do it for us.
You should have a look.
But that's the thing, I can lightning myself, so there you go. Saves me some mana. Another dead dwarf. Alright, check for tripwires, pressure plates.
Lead the way.
Anything we can dismantle before stepping into it foolishly. No way up. Bloody journal.
Day 32. We had a plan. Izmiru was going to try to reason with them. If it went poorly, they'd distract the beast while Timur snuck out to get help. They asked if we made the machine. Izmiru told them no. We just turned it on. I went to sack her after that. It's unlikely Timur made it. One of the beasts caught him. Izmiru won't last long without a proper doctor. The beast practically disemboweled them. It took all my strength to pull them back into the tunnel. We're gonna die here, and the commandants will never find us. It's alright, I found you. Still had grenades left if you were gonna die. Should have used all your grenades. That crazy beasts. At the moment, we're just finding shadows and ghosts. These do not seem like crazy disemboweling beasts that they thought they could reason with.
Just like the good old days.
You keep saying that, Kai, but you don't refer to it. Unless he means his work in the Navy. What a fine, great hammer. Not the biggest fan of maces, but we'll take it. We'll sell it. We'll melt it down, maybe. Oh. I heard you shiny. Let me in. And the last one.
Sent me to get help. I have to get up. I have to. They need me. It hurts so much. I'm so tired. I'll just sit here for a moment, gather my strength, and I can help them.
Again, video games. I understand the other notes a bit, but this one, when so tired, when potentially bleeding out, to take the time. You know what I mean? I am so curious if in human history there have ever been reports of people dying just writing notes. It's not like you go to Pompeii and people found a series of journals, right? I could well be wrong on that front. If anyone knows to the contrary, do let me know either live or in comments. I just want to know if there's any historical precedent, or if it's just something video games started doing and never stopped doing. Because again, you have to find ways to tell story and exposition. And to do a little bit of world building. I get that. Like bigger journals and tomes that characters were keeping, sure. Death scroll notes, if you're trying to send a message, yes. But that one specifically, that wasn't finding a message. That's like, I'm fucked, I'm gonna die, maybe I'll try later. You know what I mean? Ah. That, please.
Just a little spark.
Thank you. Maxims of the Paragroon, Volume 3. In all the lands, it was said, think quickly and improve what you can. Constant testing is the lever of the Paragroon. Now it is written in blood. You shall prefer the tried to the untried. You shall choose the tested over the untested. The taste of the blood is. The wit of one is nothing against the practice of thousands. The test of one life is as a pebble set against the avalanche of generations. Yep, a lot of generational stuff they keep saying. I think that seems partly why it was so important to get this knowledge back, so that others may know. Pass it down. Still haven't found any crazy monster yet. Unless they were talking about the undead. And what does their cache hold? Ooh. Udkara's Grimoire. I'm not a wizard, but I'll take it. Chill Blades, Ring of Fire, Returning Storm, The Pull of Aora. Ooh, I think we've heard of that one. Cast upon a location, pierce the beyond, pulling two nearby enemies and suspending them in a vortex. I mean, that sounds pretty good. Beefy entry as well. Odkoro was supposedly a lesser-known Engwyffin aristocrat, who became one of the preeminent wizards of their time. Pitied by their family and countrymen for the physical deformities that racked their body, they turned their attention towards unlocking the secrets of the arcane. By the end of their life, their sizable inheritance had dwindled to nothing as they spent it on increasingly exotic materials and components. For their final act, they conjured a terrifying vortex of thunder, lightning, and raw arcane energy, claiming it was a portal to a better place. No body was recovered, and to this day, it is uncertain if their efforts to rip open a gateway to another world worked, and they were whisked away somewhere else, or if their body simply disintegrated from the unchecked power of their final spell. How much of this is ancient history is accurate, and how much is pure embellishment is impossible to discern, the details lost to time like so much else surrounding the enigmatic Engwyffins. The fact that this bedraggled grimoire survived so long is a miracle in its own right. Does that count as having found the cache? It does. Noted. We will leave. Not really their cache. Oh, sorry, microphone. Just beam you in me chest. They more just got locked in here as they ran away, so it's not really their treasure. Okay, let's see if we cut along the edge again. Yeah. So many lightning grenades. Like any RPG, I'm just accruing so much healing items and potions and grenades that I will never use because I might use them later. We might need them for the final boss. Oh, there's that secret door we exited earlier, and we've come full circle. Marvellous. No, but still some stuff. Oh, it's where our three friends are still praying to their mushroom. Right, having a nice time. I missed a body, apparently. Good day. Enjoy your mushroom. Kinda. Not many more spaces left in this area, then. Just little nooks and crannies I'll have missed. It's alright. You watch, by the end of this game, we'll have found no lightning greatsword, and it will have just been tucked away here in this tiny bit of fog of war. There's this whole middle section. Cut here. Hey, up. What are you telling me, game? Oh, it's just a grenade up there. And it's gone. Bird song in games always prettier than, at least around here for me. Pigeons do not sound so pretty. Just hours on end of please. Please let me be at peace. Especially when it's so warm at the moment. You have to have the windows wide open. One day I'll be free of them. One day. Take up archery again. It's always a temptation. That just bobbed me back up here. We're mostly cleaned out. Ooh. Tiny little ruin we seem to have missed. Oh no, we read this advice before. God damn it. In which case... I don't want to go... If we go here and then cut up and round. Have a swig of us now very cold beverage. Make sure you all do the same out there. You keep yourselves hydrated. Oh, gods. More massive tree. Spiders. Crystal spiders. Oh, many crystal spiders. Alright.
Let's finish this.
Thank you, Giata. This attack speed is beautiful.
The queen! Kill the queen and the rest will follow.
Oh, alright.
Let's see what you got.
Does that mean it's just going to keep spawning until I do? Oh, I'm slowed and webbed. Web slow is not pleasant. There you go. Damn. Nasty spiders. Porridge, anyone? So much porridge being consumed. Just whip it out of your pocket, full bowl. Oh, I can't tell if he was mushroomed or they tried to make egg sacs out of his face. In either case, very, 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 very unpleasant. Don't like it at all. Don't like it at all. It's not until you burst a spider's egg on your own and you realise just how many bloody hundreds are in there. Last time we had a big clean out and paint of the shed. Massive spider. For here at least. I'm not living in Australia or New Zealand where they get literal massive spiders, but big enough for me. Ooh. Gilded skull. No time to rest. The cooldown of your second wind reduced by 15%. So that's the ability where you get to 0 health and you get back up again, but then it goes on a cooldown. This ornamented dwarven skull grins at you, and though the eye sockets are empty, you can't help but feel like something is watching you through it. Despite being lifeless, the skull has a faint, comforting warmth to it that grows much more noticeable the closer you are to death's door. How very unnerving. Right, which way round are we? That way, but a tiny bit behind me. Hang on, can I line this up? Oop. Hey, good shit. Ha. How many of these mushrooms are going to jump to life? Oh, we're good for once. Isn't that nice? Okay, past the bandit house. Then follow the path this way. Nope, don't float. What's happening? We're stuck. We're fine. Oh, hello, little fluffers from the intro cinematic. Like all of the random wildlife in this game, you really do struggle. You jitter, and you animate at the wrong frame rate. But you're so cute and colourful. But your life is struggle. Why are you purring? On your merry way. Yes, just phase through the trees. Video games. Yeah, that was the other side of the bandit house. Just this spot then. And I think we may call it for the Avowed for the evening. Again, the intention is to take like 20 minutes, half an hour or so, and then do a bonus stream tonight, which I haven't done for... I don't know when was the last time I did one, certainly months. But we're going to jump on and do a little bit of Monster Hunter Wilds. I have yet to fight the Arc-Tempered version of our Apex Raidao. Railgun Dragon himself. Very excited to see how much more tough they've made him. Mind you, my build is very much a... I've got a lot of health recovery, I've got a lot of life steal. No, when you break a wound on a monster, you heal up loads. It's very pleasant. But I like to be comfy. But we will see how far he pushes me. Bubble Fox, when she was tempered, did a lot of damage, but wouldn't exactly be a horrendous fight in terms of difficulty. And Zoshia, once the mechanic was down, was solid. It's a great spectacle of a fight. But nothing that drive me mad. I think we save the companion conversations for next time. And then we will go from here and clear out the wetlands next. Because just the main story had a red flag. When Giata said, oh, make sure you do everything in the city before we go do this, because I don't know. Not a good sign. Let's get ourselves over to this. I should probably go to a party camp one, shouldn't I, so I can start next time with some conversations. Or we just start next time with exploring, then do conversations, and... yeah... It's one more loading screen, we're fine. Before I sign off, we wait and see if now we have a camp of 3 companions, if they interact with just the duos or all as a third. Where's Giata? Aha! Alright, give me a moment before I sign off, because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to start signing
I hope no one minds.
There you
I
go.
made myself at home.
Don't mind at all. It's good to have you. Tell us a bit about yourself, Giada.
Let's see. A few things about me. I enjoy long conversations, and my favorite season is autumn. Apparently, I also snore, which annoys some people.
So do I. Glad it won't just be me now. We should pitch our tents on either side of Marius. The drone really helps him sleep.
I love Kai.
Right. That's me. And the first rule of camp is never listen to Kai. He's a blessed Nimdude of the highest order.
He's really pulled himself out of me just thinking this is Garrus again.
Don't hesitate to ask. I'm rather good with souls.
I'll take your word for it.
Right, there's certainly an element of it there, just in that graveliness and how he puts across his voice. I feel like he's really become his own character here. Like, the first stream with him, where we were adventuring, I would just call him Garrus, but he's Kai now.
I wish you could have seen Emerald Stair in better time.
Did that artifact get warmer, or am I imagining it?
No.
Fits like a glove.
So if I activate it, does that turn off the other one?
I wish
It does. Let's keep the other one on for now.
Emerald Stair in better times.
What was it like? I've only passed through a few times over the years.
The evenings were cool. Fish leaped into our nets. Emerald Stair was everything.
Pleasant and abundant. Sounds like the fables old trenchers used to tell about Deadfire. A paradise.
Alright. With that then, folks, I will say thank you very much for watching. Again, we'll be back in about half an hour or so to do some Monster Hunter. But otherwise, don't forget to hit that like button to enjoy.
I'm wondering about something.
I knew it.
How do we keep finding Zorps on every continent? They don't strike me as the seafaring type.
Oh, that's simple. Zarbs probably stow away on merchant ships or ride on the back of dragons or something like that.
What if Aora was once a single landmass, and the Zorp tribes drifted apart over the years? Could that be possible?
I'm pretty sure you're overthinking it. It's like rats. You see them everywhere too, but they don't have their own navy either.
But Rat Navy would be funny.
Right. But I like my theory.
Okay, before they go again. I'm just going to go back to the top of it. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed yourselves. Help push the video through the algorithm so more folks can come hang out, play some games with us. Subscribe for more content here on the channel. On the weekdays, we're at 9 AM GMT with some World of Warcraft. And on the evening, we start up between 4 and 6 PM with other games. This Monday, we'll be taking likely the entire day off. We'll see. It's a bank holiday over here. But you can find playlists to all the games we've already covered right here on the channel to binge to your heart's content. So until next time, folks, I'll either see you for Monster Hunter. You take it steady. Take care otherwise. Enjoy your weekend. And bye-bye.